Hi, everybody. Welcome in. This is our Earth Day Captain Planet Nerds with Dice Hack. I am your GM, Crimson Soul. Him, here today to tell we're gonna have a great time. Let's start off by introducing our wonderful cast here, and I'm going to start with Irvi.
Oh, goodness gracious. Hi, my name is Irby. My pronouns are they, them. I'm here for a good time and a long time, and I'll be playing Ross Brandt, an animal loving little dude.
All right, and you know what? Let's just go in the. Let's start this way. Let's just go in the order of the overlay. So next off is Tyler. Mike, take us home.
Hey, I am Mike. I use he, him pronouns, and I will be playing Tyler Campbell, who also uses he, him pronouns. Just your average jock, middle linebacker, uh, fiery guy.
All right, and that brings us to Jasmine.
Hey, I'm Jasmine, pronouns she, they, and I am playing Victoria Fredericks. Sh- Pronouns are she, her, hers, or really okay, she's cool with any, but she is despite the fact that she is the daughter of the CEO of one of the major hydroelectric companies up in Canada, she is actually just very easygoing.
All right, and now Danny.
Hey everybody, Danny, he, him. I'm playing Jules Romero, he, them. And Jules is uh, just a nice kid, right? Just wants to make sure everybody feels included, likes to hang out with everybody, tries to be helpful, easygoing, seems to be kind of lucky, but is more than anything else just wants to be there for other people, happy to be there. Lived in the same house his whole life.
All right, and finally Ruff.
Hi, my name is Ruff. My pronouns are he, him, and today I will be playing the future Baroness Augusta von Zugstein. And
Mm.
uh she is obviously a future baroness. She comes from a family of money. She is generically from Eastern Europe and is currently attending generic high school with everyone else here and here to have a fun time while her parents try to sort out business things they are trying to accomplish in the state of Florida.
All right, excellent. And with that, everyone introduced. We're all getting into it here. We are starting. So today is it's a regular Saturday, just like any other. You all are, you know what? Let's take a very like zoom out approach here, just to kind of like get a little bit of a sense of these characters. So we can start in the same order that we introduced in before. Ross, what are you doing this Saturday morning?
Saturday is Ross's park day. AKA, he wakes up at like 5 a.m. Because we are going to bike from we live in a little like small neighborhood in Kissimmee. Um, so very stereotypical like suburban type situation. Go by the Wawa on the way to the Animal Kingdom because of course we're annual pass holders, and as Florida residents you get your early like entrance times. So Saturday mornings are Ross's time to go hang out at the Animal Kingdom. He's very mad about the whole new Blavatar land that opened up. He feels like it took a lot from some of the safari portions, and that there were way cooler rides that they could have put in place if they were going to have to put in more rides instead of, more ponds for geese. But he always tries to sneak in some bread with him. And so he is probably currently getting into a fight with a security guard at Animal Kingdom and about to have to just ride a bus back to his bike station until next week. So yeah, he's sitting outside of the Disney Animal Kingdom with his bike, feeling a little dejected. 8 a.m. Got a cup of like half drank lemonade from Wawa.
You know, you'll find a way to sneak your bread into to Disneyland someday soon, and might be sooner than you think. We'll see how the adventure goes. Tyler, what are you doing today?
I mean, it's a Saturday morning, which means that the local cinema is showing a spaghetti western, as it always does every Saturday morning.
Hmm.
So Tyler will be coming out of there, probably waiting around outside for Jules, who usually accompanies him, kind of um, left kind of separately. Jules was probably doing something helpful, like tidying up for the ushers or something. You know, they tend to kind of get waylaid. So Tyler's just kicking it back on the wall, thinking about how good the production of Ammunition Doesn't Argue was. Um, yeah, really enjoyed it, and it's cool to see kind of 1960s films still, and share that passion with somebody who kind of appreciates it.
Okay. And what about you, Jules?
Ammunition Doesn't Argue is a classic. So Jules got into a long conversation while helping the ushers clean up with one of the other patrons who happens to be in charge of lifeguards at Legally Distinct Water Park run by Dalt Disney World, wherein it looks like Jules is going to have a summer job as a lifeguard. As a 17-year-old cannot work as a legally distinct character at Dalt Disney World, but can work as a lifeguard. And Jules is a reasonably good swimmer, so going to try to help out that way, bring a little bit more money into the house. Try to save up a little bit.
Okay, cool, cool. And Victoria, what are you doing right now?
Nodding along to Ross's rant about the whole Lavatar land. Like, pretty much just listening to that whole thing, just nodding along, while also just sort of admiring the last of the few like original parts of it, and the more like natural areas of it too.
Okay. And then finally, what are you doing right now, Augusta?
Uh, for Augusta, Saturday mornings are for luxuriating before you get up and go do whatever else it is you are doing. So, she is currently posted up and sunning in her. This isn't even out yet. It's a future next season Mick Owens like bikini, so she can get her tan on. And she's just posted up with one of those things. She's got some Plucci sunglasses. Her hair isn't the same immaculate bun it is always in because we have to save on animation budget while making her look like sort of staid and regal somehow. And she and her little white dog Bertram are posted up with their matching Bluechy sunglasses, uh, sunning for the morning as she's just kind of doing her morning routine before she actually gets ready.
Okay, cool. And yeah, like I said, it's a regular Saturday. You all are having a great time. However, some things start to notice a little bit. You're a little bit fishy. I'm gonna say that in the middle of Ross's rant about not being let in, you notice like a geese. You know, a goose. It's a singular goose. It's kind of like waddles up past you and is like waddles up past you, doesn't say anything, doesn't do anything. It's just not paying attention to you whatsoever. And then after a while, you notice a couple of little baby geese, not ducklings, just like behind it too.
Oh my god, the gooselings. Victoria, Victoria, forget about Blavatar Land. It's not my fault that they put blah in the title and then they didn't get it right. Anyway, we got to follow these guys. These guys will take us to a whole different adventure.
And maybe that would be the case. However, then you see another like 5 or 6 adult geese behind it, and then 10, and then 35.
It's a
Some of them
lot
are
of
waddling out of
geese.
the woods, Others of them are flying. They look in all different kinds of states of feeling very unhealthy and walking as if they're sick, and then just kind of like fleeing. But they're all leaving the wooded area and heading out into the streets and the parking lots in mass.
um this isn't normal, Victoria. I think we need, and like Ross is scrambling to his feet. We are pulling our loaf of bread out of the backpack. And this is just the first loaf of bread. It's definitely the Wonder Bread that I took out of my like grandma's bread box, and then we go like door to door to make sure nobody else has any like moldy bread they need to give out. Sometimes people just put it in their mailbox for Ross. He's been doing this since he was like 7. It's a tradition. And he pulls out a loaf, and he's just like, "It's okay, birdies. Come here, come here, come here. I will make you bet. If you come here, I can just take a little." And then he will hiss like the geese at anybody who comes up to approach them. Because he's got this.
So this is every Saturday for you?
Well, some Saturdays they let me in, and then I can go see the
Oh.
giraffes.
I know it's. So what do you think is up with them, or?
Is there anything I can roll like a brains to?
Yes, you can roll brains.
Okay, not that I'm
Um,
any good at brains, but
We'll be all right. I'll say you need a
have
5.
a 12 for brains, so
you might be better off at this than I am. I don't think I
okay.
have
Let's
any more.
pair my knowledge
That's a
together.
7.
7, you did it.
Hey!
You notice that a couple of them are kind of like walking and coughing as if like they seem like they're sick. And you look, and some of them, especially some of the little babies, are a lot darker than they should be. The idea of it almost kind of looks like commercials that you would have seen at one point by the ASPCA or like on a Dawn commercial or something, of when there's an oil spill in the water, and so animals have a bunch of it on their feathers and on their body, that they something has happened in the area that they're in. The water is no longer clean, which is why they are leaving.
It's the water.
Yeah, something's. I'm gonna pull out a little container of like hand sanitizer and some Kleenex and try and like. I know it's not going to do it, but we're gonna pretend like we can try and clean up one of these ducklings, and I will hiss at the mommy. Ducklings, gooseling will look at the mom, and it's just like, I am desperately trying to help. I will feed her bread, and it's like, yeah, but Victoria, I think we've got to check out their home.
Yeah, let's go, because again, yeah, something's definitely in the water here.
And then yeah, get up, and I call over to my goose because he's always with me as well. His name is Bert.
Bert.
Yeah, Bert.
I'll need you to hang on to that because I will forget.
It's okay. I just came up with it, so I'll forget to.
And we're gonna pop over to Jules and Tyler. So Jules and Tyler, the two of you, you're in a movie, you're getting ready to watch your spaghetti western or whatever, and you hear from like outside, right? Like, this is stupid. This is stupid. What do you mean? And then like there's some sort of commotion happening outside the movie theater, and it's loud enough for you to be able to hear it from inside.
I think I'm gonna go check that out. Do you want to come? All right.
Probably a good idea. Yeah, let's take a look.
Open the door to let you out first if you want. Then come up next to you, looking over at the source of the commotion with a big smile on my face.
You see that there is a very long line in front of the concession stand. One thing that you'll note as you're like heading towards the concession stand, like trying to see where this line is going, is that every single water fountain is like sectioned off. Like it has an out of order symbol on it and like a bunch of other things so that you can't reach it. And then you get up to the front, and I'm gonna say there's probably like 40 people in this line that are all complaining and trying to get something. And it's just like, what do you mean that you're out of water bottles and you don't have any soda and you don't have anything. And it's like a very like scared teenager who's working the concession stand there, who's just going, look, we're out, and I got told very recently not to use the water. So we sold all the water bottles that we have, and we're out of soda here. And it's like, I purchased an extra large bag of popcorn.
Hey, everybody. Look over at the person behind the counter. What's your name?
My name is Alex.
Hey, Alex. I'm Jules. I don't think we met. We love this theater. We've been coming here a long time. It sounds like you're not getting the support you need. It's okay that you don't know what's going on with the water. Do you know if there might be more water coming in soon, or should these people maybe go look like at one of the neighboring places around here to try to find some water?
I think it might be one of the neighboring places. All we had was all we had was a notice that we got from management saying that there's something wrong with the water right now. And so we're on a they said it was a boil advisory or something. I don't know, but we can't use any of the water like from right now. So all we had were the bottles we have here. Maybe if they wanted to leave and go to the grocery store and then someone or like the gas station or something, and then someone's gonna be, if we leave, you're not gonna let us back in. I I'm sorry, I don't know. I just
So
work here. I just work here.
so it's okay. That's reasonable. I also think it's reasonable, if I'm being honest, Alex, that these nice people don't want to be charged for drinks they don't get. So why don't you get your manager or whoever it is that needs to sign off on it so that they can give refunds or prorate payments, so people are only paying for the stuff they're actually buying here. And then I don't want to volunteer my friend over here, but at least I'm okay with maybe helping out a little bit, seeing if the grocery store or the gas station near here has any water that we can get. I don't have any money for that, and I'm not going to pay for that out of my pocket. But if your company wants to pay for that, I'm happy to help carry stuff over here and make that easy so that everybody here can have something to drink while we're watching a great movie.
Alex is gonna say, "Well, no one's paid for anything yet. I'm assuming everyone here is in line for something to drink, probably with food or something they already purchased at one point. But like, I can try to grab a manager here to see if there's something that can happen. Um, is that is that all right with everyone? Everyone's kind of like, like you got some entitled adults here, are like arms crossed, just like foot tapping me, like, yeah, go get your manager, go bring him out here. And so then he's like, all right, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, as he like walks off, and is gone for a
I
bit.
think I'll turn to the entitled adults and I'll say, I think they're understaffed, and I don't think they trained that kid enough. So it's not really his fault. But when the manager comes out, it's probably their fault. So we can talk to them about it. And I really mean what I'm saying. I want everybody to be able to get drinks. It's important. I like to have a drink at the movies too. So if they like the plan, I will go help bring drinks over here so everybody can watch stuff. It doesn't sound like that's a permanent solution, though. And here I'm looking directly at the entitled adults that are there. You all obviously like have jobs and stuff, right? I'm guessing. Do you know what's going on with this boil advisory? Because that sounds really serious.
And someone's gonna go. I mean, I haven't gotten a notice on anything on my phone. There's nothing I'm seeing on socials or anything about it right now.
Okay.
But someone's gonna come out of the bathroom and they're gonna be like, "Why is the water coming out all brown?"
Yeah, see, that sounds dangerous, right? Like worse than not having the water to drink here. It feels like this is a bigger problem. Um, and I want to see what we can do to help. So we'll take one thing at a time. Let's see if we can get you all water here. And then, do any of you like work for the city or do anything that might have to do even indirectly with like water management?
Um, no, I'm gonna say that no one here works with the city, but there's nothing here immediately that you'll see around this. But I am going to also take this opportunity and while you're waiting for the manager to zoom out a little bit and to pop in on Augusta right now. Augusta, it's a fun Saturday
Yes.
morning for you. you're sitting in your backyard, you're tan, you getting your tan on, you got your your advanced almost an advanced copy, but like you're like the future catalog on right now as you're sitting tanning, getting your perfect tan on. Everything is great for you for this moment. And then you hear a little bit of a commotion behind you. One of the trying to find one of the like one of your maids is just like no please don't do that, and then like as you like open your eyes, like lift the glasses a little bit so you can see what's going on around you, you hear a very large splash in not this pool because you got you're rich, you got space. You have two pools that are connected that are like separated off for when like you have like a lot of people over. The pool next to you though has a gator in it. And as you're thinking, I mean, that's a little bit weird. You start to see a little, just kind of a more like there's like a few more of them that are just kind of like moving along your lawn. Um, you see a couple of like snakes have like started slithering out of like out of like the surrounding. And they've probably been slithering for a while now, considering, but they've been moving for a bit. They're also just kind of like there's a little pond at the front of your house, and they're all just kind of like in there, just like drinking the water from the pond that you got up in front. There are birds that are roosting over just about every single area of your house that's available at the moment. And yeah, and you know what? Keeping true to it, there are about 5 geese that fly out the sky and land directly in the pool that you are sitting in front of right now.
Well, the Porgies are normal, but the rest of you are not. Oh, pool gators might be a good future addition. That you all look fantastic in there. As she gets up and is going to while holding casual conversations with these animals and holding her little fuck ass white dog, who I'm going to name Klaus, because she can't put him down. He's going to try to fight something. Um, uh, as she just kind of walks inside and asks and proceeds to go ask Maid with Chalk, Camilla, what is? Do you know what is happening?
Oh no, I'm so sorry, miss. We don't know. We tried to shoot some of them away, but there's nothing we can do about the gators. We called animal control, but apparently they're busy all over the city right now.
All over the city.
I'm gonna say one
Please.
thing that you actually no, I'll hang on to that one for when we go back over to Ross. But yeah, there's a bunch of animals just all kind of seemingly coming out of the woods looking for almost any body of water right now. There are even a couple of like I said, you have a pond out in the front. There were some snakes around there that were kind of just drinking around the area. There are now about 5 or 6 deer that have come out the woods and are drinking from that spot too.
Oh, it is not just from the. It is not just the neighboring swamps. Oh, oh. She hands Klaus to Camilla and goes, Camilla, would you take Klaus to his rumpus room for me, please? Uh, I am going to get dressed and see what I can do or whom I can contact to start sorting things out. You try to stay safe. We don't we I like you with both of your legs, and gators do like aiming low. Please stay inside. She hands class off and goes to get dressed.
All right. And with that, we're gonna zoom in on like we're gonna do like a little a camera cut scene right here where all 5 of you are are looking, all 5 of you are on camera even though you're not in the same place. This is gonna be the moment where like if you had a little like Planeteer like device or badge or whatever that like everything would be communicated through. Um this is when you get a little notice on that. And in like true like Captain Planet fashion, where like Gaia was at home and she was giving people missions as they went to go do things, this is a previous Planeteer, one who kind of took up the mantle of holding on to things after the last Planeteers, got older, had families, had things they had to do, handed down the mantle to you all. This is Tracy Winters. He's about I'm gonna say he's about like 30 years old or something. He is a local librarian and is very like into things that are happening around here. He goes, hits the thing. He goes, Planeteers, we have a real serious problem.
Uh, I'm on my way.
Yeah, it has something to do with the animals. Yeah.
Yeah, something to do with the animals. I have some more information here that I can set you all up with. And I'm going to say that you all have a spot where you meet before you do a lot of things, at least locally, which is going to be the library basement. So it's going to say head over to the library, and I can fill you on what's going on.
Copy.
Copy's that.
Roger, Roger.
I think turn over to you, Tyler, and say, I think it's about the water, right? It's got to be.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I don't think it should be brown.
No, that seems bad. Seems like it's gonna poison people.
Should we finish fetching some water for these guys and then?
Yeah.
head to the
Well,
library?
so my question to you, Crimson, is when we get this call, are we like in the middle of bringing water over from? Did we find any success in trying to get water from like a grocery store or gas station nearby?
I'm going to say that this is a very like catastrophic moment as far as what's going on, as everyone is like suddenly cut off from water without like having the preparation to have gotten more water. So one of the things that'll happen is that when you finally get to the gas station, there's a line of people in there. It's very much like like panic COVID shopping, where people were buying like massive rolls of toilet paper all at once. You see like 12 cars at every like local gas station just kind of piling in the water after they realize that the water isn't drinkable right now. But also, one of the things I was going to say, actually, no, I was going to say this for Ross when we saw them again, but I can say this for you. You noticed as you all were heading in town to get to the gas station, it's just a horde of stray cats and dogs just running through the street.
Oh boy, that can't be good. They're probably really thirsty too. Yeah, we should rush over there. I don't think we're gonna get anywhere right now. If you agree, I think we need more information because it doesn't look like this crowd is gonna listen to us right now. May as well be more useful somewhere
Yeah.
else.
And Ross is going to be freaking out as well.
And if you all
Ross
are
is leading an army of geese. There is that brief like cut as soon as you say that, and Ross has like roused all of the geese and is like leading them off towards the library.
Yeah.
Can it be hundreds of geese? There'd just be so many geese.
Ross's
was a
goal
lot of geese.
is Goose Lord. That was our like dream occupation at age 5. So
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
So
Augusta,
that's so
you watch, is actually broadcasting from a garage where it has a line of mopeds, and she picks the one that matches her outfit as she gets on it to go to the library.
I love that. Just you know what? I'm feeling a 2001 Vespa special right now. Very pink with white accents. Let's go. So I'm gonna flash you all to the library, and you all show up. I think one of the funnier things is that Tracy is going to notice uh, when Victoria and Ross show up. Because of the army of geese, it's terrifying to be like, yeah, there are about like 20 or so people in the library right now because they don't have a lot like anywhere really to be, or they're just having a good time. It's a Saturday morning or whatever, and then just like every goose within the zip
you
code.
hear it before you see it. Because
Uh-huh.
everyone is honking,
Yeah.
including Ross.
Mhm. And like they show up, they're sitting on cars, they're pecking at tires, they're eating every little bit of grass they can find. It's just like, oh, I don't think anyone's leaving for a while now. Hey, Planeteers, we just head over to the basement. I'll be down in a bit.
Ross is going to
Okay.
try and lead all of these geese into the basement.
Ross, they can't come inside the library.
So
What about-
in in the middle of you arguing about that, Jules has the door open for the geese already. Like it's just door
Jules
open.
gets
And,
it.
like,
Guys, I have to work here. I need this job. They
Ross
cannot
is
come into the
gonna
library.
demand at least one goose come
I can
in
just make a
now.
donation if you want. If you want to, it would be fine. We can make a room for Ziggy's even.
Yeah, no,
what if we
we're
what if we
solidly in on
rezone a part of
this.
the library as like a geese sanctuary,
I
right?
could run it. We would be making jobs. And that's what's great for the
Exactly, and
community.
it's a donation
It
to the
is.
community.
Tyler is already treating the geese like an offensive line, and he's kind of like showing them and pushing them like through the door as they're coming, kind of like they're going into the library.
We're single file lighting them down into the basement. Nobody has to worry.
All you
Tracy is
have to
like,
do
I
is
should have
name-
retired with the rest of the group. I should have retired with the rest of the group.
It will be fine. Just name the
Yeah,
conference
it
room
was your
after my
choice.
father, and we will sort it out.
This is your choice.
This is like, you know
brought
what?
this up.
You know what? It looks over at you, Victoria. You're cleaning up all the goose shit. You've got the water ring.
Yes.
Pressure
Yes,
washer
yes.
simulator.
I guess. Wait a minute. I mean, it's probably the only good water in this place.
Yeah, are you able? Can you like filter some water if we brought it to you? Like if we did this together, like you and Augusta could maybe pull all of the gunk out and make the water clean, and then the geese could have something to drink.
Okay,
Normally
with
pulls the gunks at his earth. Kind of depends on how much of it is now liquid.
Well, then
Yeah.
you switch it over. It's a teamwork thing. We're a
exactly.
team.
Let's work together on this.
I mean, if you want to try filtering some water right now, I can let you attempt.
Yeah, I'll attempt.
Okay, so the way that the planetary rings are going to work in this game is basically the kids on brooms rules, which means I give you a dice to roll, and then you get to roll an additional d4. If the d4 is a 4, then it explodes. You add it to the dice total, and you roll it again, and that'll be how you operate your rings. You're effectively using magic. And so with this, I'm going to say, yeah, this is a brains roll of 15.
Brains roll 50.
Do you want me to also roll, or just Victoria? Or
I feel like this is a Victoria thing mostly.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
6.
All right, so wait, as in you have a d6 or you rolled already?
No, I have a D10. I rolled a 4, and then the D4 was a 2.
All right, cool. So I'm not going to say that anything disastrous here happens. I'm just going to say that as you try to pull the whatever it is out of the water, you just end up moving the water around.
This is doing nothing, eh?
It does not appear to be, no.
Yeah. Well,
But your ring can also produce water in some quantities. So like you can
And
give
is
water to
that
these geese, but you can't like start cleaning the water around you.
also, like, you think I don't just carry a 2-liter bottle at all times?
Yeah, so like you can give water to them if you want to.
will.
But
I'm hearing we could turn the basement into a goose pond, is what I'm
okay,
hearing.
cool. So
absolutely.
I need you all out of the library if you're gonna do literally anything other than clean up the goose shit. This is a hard rule I'm putting down right now. I will be calling Captain Planet.
So
It would not be hard. I just have to make a hole, and then she fills it with the water.
Jules is already cleaning goose shit. Before that sentence is like fully like didn't even hear it, like just saw the goose shit and just started picking it up.
Yeah, I'm using my ring to like wash off goose shit too.
All right, hang on. Before we start getting into the weeds of this, I need to go ahead and brief you all so you know what to do, and you can get all these geese out of my library.
Augusta's like conveyor
Did you
belting
say
this
something?
shit
I can't
far
hear
away.
you over the geese honking down here. Ross calls
Ross.
up from the basement because he's already let everyone down here.
Ross, we probably shouldn't take the geese with us when we go out into the field, right? Because it's not going to be safe for them. We need to leave them in the geese sanctuary.
Exactly.
Is that right?
Bert's the only one coming with us.
As a representative of the geese, that's fair. That's reasonable.
Well, he's my goose, so yes.
Right. Yeah,
All
yeah. I
right.
mean,
They're
I'm
kind
guessing
of
doing both.
Bert is
inseparable.
also a representative of the geese?
We have diplomats in the avian community.
Huh.
Before we get too off center here,
I'd
rolling
like to
back
say
through
that
this.
means that Bert has diplomatic immunity. Canon.
Yeah. You know, hey, the planet, the in Captain Planet, Mati had a little monkey with him from time to time, so like
That
we
is
can have an
true.
animal mascot. This is Bert. Uh, and so while fighting through a gaggle of geese downstairs, Tracy is like, God, it's been so I've been through so much nonsense here. Tracy, okay, cool. I forgot his name. Has goes, all right, cool. So I assume as he's stepping around that you all have heard about the situation with the water and all the animals, right?
There's water
Ross
problems too?
gestures.
There are water problems. So what I know, we saw just reading Tyler here over at the movie theater, and then at the gas station and the grocery store, was that brown water was coming out of the tap, and everybody was running out of bottled water to buy, and people looked really panicked about it. So I think running water isn't functioning as it's supposed to right now. That's what I got. What's happening with the animals?
And so we were over at Wisney's Kingdom of Animals. We noticed some of the geese. We noticed the geese were all acting weird. And then like I poured like a little bowl of water for them, and they'd like started viciously attacking it like they're getting nothing, or like
Hmm.
they started like vicious, like they started like totally like all going towards that little bowl. Like
Okay,
it
so
was
they
the
weren't
only thing
scared of
that
the
they were
water.
seeing.
They all wanted the water.
It was like they weren't getting any. It was like they've never seen water before in their life.
That's really weird. Do you know anything about that? Over to our illustrious librarian.
He's gonna go, yeah. So there's been is that and there's been a communication around certain parts of town where there's a very loud sound of a machine running constantly and like the smell of like of gasoline or something in the air.
Hmm.
And there's just there's plenty of animals leaving from that area, kind of like all over the place right now. Things are looking really rough. It's looking like it might have something to do with it might have something to do with this. And then he like hits the remote, and then you see that it's from like 5 or 6 days ago, where it's the mayor, Mayor Lansby. He's a portly man with like thinning gray hair. Is shaking hands with Eric Tusk, a he's like a very tall man, and he's in that like billionaire who looks like they're dressing down kind of clothing,
Hmm.
and he yeah, I want to make him look like what's his name that we were talking about before, the pig guy
The
from Captain Planet. But I'm gonna say that nothing on that yet. He just kind of looks like a very like big dude who's trying to look like he's super casual. But I'm gonna say that Victoria and Augusta, at the very least, your parents might have been in circles where he's around at some point before. It's kind of hard not to recognize Eric Tusk in the amount of things he's been in and the amount of money he makes, the headlines he's been in. Um, but it's them shaking hands and finally opening the Galaxy Brink data centers. And so then it's going to be there have been a couple of small complaints around town here and there, about smells or about like little bits of brown water, and like the in faucets and things like that for the last week or so. But suddenly it all just kind of got awful this like overnight. And so I'm thinking maybe that they have something they're covering up over there, which is the reason why the it was already bad that there was some pollution, but the fact that it's hit basically the entire town.
So it sounds like we need to stop whatever is polluting, which might be this what that galaxy brain come on. He had Liper Hoop and now Galaxy Brink. Can he cut like some Ross hates this man for numerous reasons, but the biggest one being that he did try to make a train system. So he is ready to fight Eric Tusk on site. Um,
What are you talking about? The Lipo Hoop is not even a train. It's
No.
barely an amusement park ride.
And also, it was only ever created to divert money away from legitimate trains. Fun fact.
Yeah. No, this guy it makes everything worse everywhere that he goes. I hate that he's here.
Let's
Yep.
just say, yeah, my dad's been trying to stop this for a while because he knew exactly what this would do to the water system here.
Anything we can do to help your dad with that? Does your dad have any ideas?
Other than he didn't really want to be here in the first place, but just not having Eric Tusk in the vicinity is usually what helps, and
I
not
don't
having
know.
anything he does.
Yeah, I don't know if we can do that, but maybe we could work on a plan. What do you all think?
Tyler, can we throw him into the water? Let him, get a taste of his own medicine? Because medicine's never good. We just don't give any sugar with it.
We could throw him in the water, or like he looks like he's made from plastic, so I could probably just melt him.
I mean, we can do both. Drown him, melt him, blow him away, all that jazz.
The
Well,
thing I would say
don't.
about the water. Go ahead.
I don't know if maybe killing him is the correct thing we want to do right now.
The thing I'd say
I
about the
didn't say
water
kill.
actually is I don't think that we can spare the potentially potable water to use on this.
No, well,
So
no,
I
I'm
think-
not saying the potable water. I'm saying let's throw him in.
Oh,
the
in
icky
like
water.
throw him in
brown
the
water.
Yeah,
trash.
Yeah, give him
we're
a
not-
taste of his own medicine.
Not wasting any
think-
of the potable water. Like,
But
yeah,
aren't we
I'm
just
no.
not saying the potable water.
Well, no, we are making our job harder when we have to clean up the afterwards if we put a person in it.
We're still gonna have to clean it up.
Do we
I don't
know,
want to clean up a person.
Do we know if Tusk is a person?
Close enough.
Yeah, we could just short circuit it maybe.
Then we're introducing heavy metals.
That is
have to clean
actually
the
that
water
is a very
Metals
good
with
anyway.
water is
Yeah.
usually not good.
So how about this? We can have that as a plan B. As a plan A, we don't put him in the water. What about that melting idea? Do we think he has
Yeah.
a melting
Okay, but can
temperature?
somebody explain to me how melting plastic is going to be any better than throwing him in the water? That's just going to reduce all of those microplastics into the air, and some of us are then going to have to filter that out.
That's
Eric
also
is going to go, all right, you all are talking about a whole lot of things that I could be implicated in. I am, always great to work with you all. I would like for you to have
Eric,
this conversation away from me.
Eric, we're always going to include you, but
Sorry, is it
you're
Eric? I
always a
meant-
part
I
of
was
our
gonna say, I
lives.
think this is
I meant
Tracy.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Eric's who we're talking
Tracy's
about.
Tracy's like, yeah, you all talking about a lot of
Tracy.
things that get implicated in. It's always a great pleasure to work with you. Hey, shout outs. I used to have the heart ring before. I know it's real cool. But you got to go.
Tracy, come on, we're heart buddies.
You're heart buddies, and you're breaking mine right now by implicating me in whatever illegal
I
activity.
don't
you're about to
ever
do.
want to hurt you, Tracy, but I'll tell you what, even if you don't know what we're doing, we're still doing it. And even if you're not with us, I always carry you in my heart. So you're always implicated. Isn't that great? We're always together.
Look, hey, there's a difference between being in your heart and being an accessory to this crime.
Aren't you going to be an accessory to this crime? No matter if we were to
Exactly.
hypothetically commit a crime, you are the one who assembled us.
Exactly.
No,
so
I-
it does fall
The
down. on you.
mastermind, one would argue.
I got a bunch of kids together because I thought that you all would have a great time getting to know each other. You needed friends. What you did after that had nothing to do with me.
It's
do
like
always like
giving
new
us a
friends.
hammer and then being surprised that we hit a nail with it. I mean,
Yeah, and who gets mad at a hammer for hitting a nail? That's the hammer's
Exactly.
job. I'm going to go back to the question I asked before. Do we know if Tusk is a person? Because if Tusk is not a person, none of this is a crime. Maybe property damage, but that's not a big deal. You shouldn't be worried about being
Tracy's
implicated.
like,
I
I'm
feel
leaving.
like
Take the geese
Tusk
with you.
himself. I mean, he wouldn't be so big in AI because, like, no one likes AI unless he actually was one himself.
He is at least a person's away we consider a corporation one legally, so.
Yeah.
So not a person is what I'm hearing.
I mean, he may have biologically been one at some point, but no, I don't.
Wait a minute. So if maybe he's not a person, maybe there is a power source nearby, or like a server farm that
Or like
is
what?
keeping him running. And instead of going at the physical manifestation, we go to the server farm, we take that out, and then maybe it shuts him down.
So you think he might be connected in Galaxy Brink as well?
That's my guess, right? If we're thinking that maybe he's not an actual person, that getting into the facility is going to be our best bet to try to deal with whatever is going on.
Yeah, I think stopping whatever's happening first and then getting down to the root of the crime might be our best solution. That way people can get back to their people. I correction, this is Irvi backing it up. So that the animals that in the neighborhood can definitely get back to their day-to-day lives.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the most important thing. Tracy,
Correct.
you hear that? We're here to stop crimes. So don't worry about that. Would you like to be an accessory to stopping crime?
I do not have any faith in what it is that you just said. I'm out the room. Do not involve me in any witness statements.
Hey Bert,
Tracy, I'll
take
text
this-
you everything we do as we do it.
Don't worry, we will put you down as our point of contact.
Tracy's always my emergency contact.
I hate
Same
these
here.
kids. I hate these kids. I hate these kids.
I list Tracy as my guardian and all paperwork.
I hate these kids. I hate these kids. I hate these kids.
Bail me out
Oh,
later,
that
please,
is,
Tracy.
I can't go to jail, Tracy.
Tracy,
Tracy,
it's okay.
That you are also my legal guardian, so my parents pay less taxes.
Same
It's okay,
here.
Tracy. Tracy has all of our bail money funds, right? Like we have a collective bail money fund. It's actually why I'm going to work as a lifeguard. I'm putting some of the money into our bail money fund.
It's just like we weren't. See, we did a little bit of eco-terrorism here and there, but we never killed any. Why are these kids so willing to
It's
kill
not
people?
killing someone if they're not someone.
Exactly.
This is
Move
what I'm.
with the
This is
times,
why I was
Tracy.
asking the question. Yeah.
You know, he's sitting around. He's like, I think this is why it was better when Gaia was here, because who's going to arrest the goddess of the earth?
We'll just say you're the goddess of the earth then.
I feel like Tusk might try, right? Like Tusk would be the kind of person to try to get Gaia arrested.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, because if
Sorry,
there's no
person.
goddess of the earth, then Tusk is the earth.
She's like, get out of here.
Wait,
Take your geese.
If
Take your
Tusk
geese.
is the Earth, does
If
that
he-
mean Augusta can control him? Because that's problem solved.
That would be amazing. I will say Tusk is trying to get us away from the Earth, or get some of us away from the Earth, or something, or pretending
Yeah,
to. I don't
mean,
know.
at the very
So
least,
maybe
get
he is
himself
not
away
Zeus,
from
but
the earth.
a different planet.
Maybe he's a different
Mars.
planet,
Maybe he's
and he's
Venus.
mad at Gaia. Oh my God! What if
We
this
are-
is a big conspiracy against Gaia to try to take us away from Gaia? That could be huge.
That could be it.
You mean Tusk is like
Because all
Unicron?
I think there's only one way, though, for us to find out anything about Tusk, and that's going to his data server.
Yeah, and shutting it down.
that's going
And shutting
to
it down.
that's going to
Shouldn't-
his Z data server.
Should we go check the
his,
water out
Space
first
Z.
and check that the pollution is coming from the data center? Because, we wouldn't want to not kill him and then find out that the pollution was coming from a different source. That would be terrible.
Yeah,
that
we're at the
would be
library.
inefficient.
We
Yeah.
should Google all of the data centers in the Kissimmee, Orlando area.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna say that you find you find a location. It's something that you wouldn't even really need to super have looked into that far, because data centers take a long time to build, and there's like other machines and things they had to put up in place. This guy is very efficient at extracting all the wealth and resources from a place before making it basically uninhabitable and moving on to somewhere else. So he does it pretty quickly, but it wasn't unnoticeable. You would have seen that there's a fairly large data center, roughly about the size of like 2 football fields, that is somewhere in town near like a decent, like near a lake that feeds into a lot of the local rivers and things. So the runoff from there would have polluted a lot of other places around town.
I mean, that seems like pretty incontrovertible evidence, right? Like pointing at what we see in the computer.
Yeah, I would say that is actually, I would say that this is near, there's actually a park by there too. So I'm gonna say this is near Lake Eola.
The guy's got previous.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem out of character for him, and this seems pretty clear to me. So I feel comfortable going to this data center. What's the worst case scenario? We go there, we shut down a data center, the data center no longer exists, and then we find out we accidentally did a separate good thing from the good thing that we're trying
I
to
was
do.
gonna say, yeah, the more data centers we shut down, the better. Like, I mean, even if it's not specifically Tusk's data center, every data center pollutes the water in the area and generally makes anywhere worse.
Displaces the local animal population, Ross. It's going to be a win for your community either
Oh,
way.
I'm here for us to definitely take down any data center, but like, how do we do that? Do we just unplug it?
You know how we do it? I think Tracy's idea was great. Eco-terrorism.
Yeah,
Yes.
stop involving me. You know what?
Tracy said
It
that
was
it's a
Tracy's
long and
idea.
storied history of this organization that Tracy brought us into and trained us into as children, for us to be eco-terrorists. I think
Don't say it
eco-terrorism
like
is
that.
what
We were
Tracy
Planeteers
wants
when
us to do.
we were Planeteers when we were 14. We were doing good things. We stopped a lot of evil business people.
Child eco-terrorist troopers trained other child eco-terrorist troopers when they became adults, and those are awesome, is
Oh,
what
I was
Tracy's
worried
telling
about
us.
these. These are coming a 4D triangle shape. Okay.
Mhm.
Are we going to
Yeah.
be expected to train
I don't know,
child eco
maybe.
terrorists?
If we survive long enough. I don't know that being child eco-terrorists has like a high safety rating or like a long lifespan. But if we make it like Tracy did, and like not like whoever Tracy doesn't tell us about,
Oh,
then
they all live great lives. They have
Yeah,
kids.
they all
They all live
retired.
great
Yeah,
lives. They
Hey,
all have kids.
that's why we never
but
see
then
Feed
why
them,
aren't
them.
We
we
because
learned a
they're
lot
so
of really
happy.
cool things.
eco-terrorists?
I learned how to fly a jet at age 16.
And next you'll, yes, and they'll all spread
Should
all
you
over
have
the
been
world
flying a jet at
as
16?
soon as
Yes, flying jets at 16 is super cool.
Also-
Actually, we love flying things at 16, says Ross, who is 16 and desperately wants to learn how to fly a jet.
Also, jet fuel though, right? Like, doesn't that run
Not it wasn't
against
it
our...
wasn't like a private jet or anything. Again, these are all things that were powered by the Earth
I know
goddess
it was
Gaia.
I know it was a different time, okay?
Okay, but
And I'm
can
not trying
I
to judge
power a
you.
jet?
was she unleaded?
With the
Theoretically, with your rings, theoretically,
there we go, boom.
like
We can
all
fly
these
a
rings
jet.
are magical. Where do you think the power comes from?
That's fair. That's fair.
So you're saying if we do this, we'll
Science?
get a jet?
That's
You
what
know,
I
you
can
heard.
get a jet
Tracy
right
now.
promised
Everyone
us
wants
a
a jet.
magical
Like-
jet
I feel like you should
that
talk to
Ross
Captain
gets to
Planet.
fly every time, like a
like-
goose.
You all should talk to Captain
Ross
Planet
can
about that
finally
whenever
be
he
a
makes his way
goose.
here.
Captain Planet's always very nice to us. I feel like Captain Planet's going to be on our side about it.
The captain says the power is ours and we are using it. I don't
That
see the
is-
contradiction.
I mean,
That is
Captain
true.
Really?
The power is ours is what Captain Planet says. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's ours.
Exactly, it's yours. I have nothing to do with it. I'm just a guy you all come to sometimes.
Tracy, don't be so hard on yourself. You have everything to do with it. The power wouldn't be ours if it wasn't for you. We will always credit you for that to anyone who ever asks us under any circumstances.
I say
What
my
is this?
favorite librarian Tracy told me about it.
Yeah.
Oh
Favorite
man.
librarian adult Tracy told me that I should take on the awesome power and responsibility of this magical ring and use it for eco-terroristic purposes.
Otherwise, what exactly is the point of it?
All right, guys, you all have fun. I'm gonna go write my will.
Will you put me in it? Can I be in it?
Tracy, I'm Tracy.
Yes.
As soon as I'm
I'll
18,
be
I'm
in
going to be a
my will,
notary.
okay?
If you need me to notarize it and you can wait a little while, I can notarize it for you.
I call dibs
guys.
on your beret collection.
Yeah, guys, whatever.
I'm not even going to charge you for the notary. Family discount since fellow eco-terrorist discount. Yeah.
All right, so
Tracy, do you have a key for the basement? I don't want the geese getting out while we're gone.
the geese have to leave. That was the agreement.
No?
But that's their sanctuary.
I think the geese are only safe in the geese sanctuary. I got to be honest, Tracy.
They
Also,
can't
if
leave
we
the
get-
sanctuary, Tracy.
Yeah,
If
you
we try to-
really
because
want to
Tracy-
be on the record hurting animals.
Hang on, I'm gonna say that because Tracy was the former heart planeteer, and he used the heart ring for a while. He still does have like an ability to connect with animals. So like he looks at like one of the geese, like he looks very intently at them, and then they kind of turn around and look back at the other geese, and they follow him out of the library single file.
Okay, come on, my babies. And there's just Ross with like tears streaming down because Tracy hates him.
Tracy.
That's
Tracy,
his fault. He's overly sensitive, and so he's just like crying, and he's gathering all the geese outside on the library lawn. He's like, "It's okay, my babies. I'll be back. We're gonna go save your ponds."
I'm gonna go up to Ross while Ross is crying, and I'm gonna just check in to see how Ross needs me to show up right now. Ross, what do you need right now?
I just need to know that all of them are gonna be okay.
Look over at you, Tracy, and say, Tracy, you were the heart for longer than I've been the heart so far.
Mhm.
Tell me, is being the heart about taking vulnerable animals out of a safe place and putting them in an unsafe place in a way that makes one of your friends cry and feel sad and feel unsafe too? Or is being a heart keeping them in a safe place even if it's mildly inconvenient?
Being a heart is realizing that they don't have enough space to move around in the basement and that they have nothing to eat.
But also,
But if they
isn't
weren't-
forcing animals into an unhealthy, unsafe environment, doesn't that just go completely against everything we do, eh?
No, that's all right. Hang on. I can twist words exactly like that. Wouldn't being the heart planeteer mean that you would like for them to be in a space to where they can move their arms and move their wings around in a humane environment without stepping over each other, as opposed to being confined in a place where they're
Tracy, I knew you had a plan, Tracy. Everybody, Tracy is going to let all the geese be at their home on their property where they have room to roam free and they can be safe. Tracy, you're still teaching me how to be a better heart. Thank you so much. And with the heart ring, I look at the geese now and connect with them, and the geese move single file toward your house, Tracy.
During all of this, Tyler has been stood by the basement door, and above the no unauthorized persons beyond this point, they have in Sharpie written Goose Sanctuary and are now crossing it out.
But then also presumably getting ready to put a sign up on Tracy's house that says Goose Sanctuary.
It's like, no, he's just like, no, wait, please, no, please get it. Oh.
Thanks, Tracy. That's one of the kindest things anybody could do. I'm so glad they're gonna be safe.
This is why Tracy is here to teach us how to be proper eco-terrorists, because Tracy knows much more than us, sees much more than us.
I rent my place.
I don't think the geese can pay rent, but it's okay. We can figure something out.
Please just go handle the data center so the geese have somewhere to be.
it, Tracy, don't worry. And like Ross is getting on his bike, to like pedal next to all the geese to Tracy's house.
I think we all, well, I don't want to speak for everybody, but Jules definitely also goes to Tracy's house to make sure
Yep,
the geese
yep.
get settled in before we head over to the data center.
I mean, I feel like we form a protective like squadron around the geese,
Mhm.
like
I agree.
two in front, couple behind. Lead
Full
them to
ring
Tracy's
powers
house.
I'm
activated.
providing water for
Yeah.
like their journey over to Tracy's house and like making sure there actually is water for them there.
Augusta is just following at the very back of the line and just ordering Ubers and paying them and canceling them if the car does not match her outfit for when they get to Tracy's house.
He's just like, I can't leave. I can't leave. I have another 5 hours on the clock. I can't leave.
It's okay. We'll settle them in at your house
You
for
have a
you. It'll
ring,
all be
right?
ready when you get there. It's
You can
it's
watch
you've
them
done
on
enough.
your camera.
Oh
He's-
yeah,
Ring
you can watch.
camera.
Yeah,
He's gonna like
your
he's gonna call
wing
his
camera.
he's
Ping
gonna call
camera.
his roommate and maybe even his landlord and just be like, yeah, I'm sorry, they're doing it again. They're really I tried, man. I tried.
Hey, it's geese this time and not flooding your entire basement for fish like
It's
last time.
like,
The
hey,
geese also weigh less than the possums.
mm,
And
Geese are
the
all
rings
upside.
the rings couldn't have chosen any other kids. The rings couldn't have chosen any other. All right, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. They get it done. They get it done. Being a planeteer is hard. I know. And we're gonna zoom out past the having effectively set him up for failure and turning his house into a geese sanctuary and move into like now the you're in the Uber as you all are theoretically heading where you're going to head now. What is our plan for the moment?
Oh yeah, plan. Yeah, that would
Yeah,
be
that's
good.
cute. If we have a plan.
Just
I
bullshitting
don't
for like an
think
hour. Forgot what we were actually doing here.
I think that Augusta is going to, if our goal is to sabotage a data center, we're gonna need to do something relatively big because this thing was huge, right? You said it was like 5 or 6 stories high,
I said it was about 2 football fields long.
2 football fields long. Okay. With this large and loud a building, we are going to need to do something really large. What do we have that's big enough?
Okay, so question immediately: are you just like immediately trying to blow it up?
I
Or
think
at
we
least
should do
just
some
push it into the
reconnaissance.
ocean?
It's next to a
Like-
lake, but like, sorry, what are you saying?
I was
just
thinking, like, Augusta, like you have powerful connections with your family. Clearly, could you get us a tour of the data center so that we can investigate the shady shit going on?
I don't
I
know.
know
My
my
parents said
dad
I'm
is banned from any of Tusk's
Yeah.
properties.
my parents have
Yeah.
said I'm not allowed to be around Eric Tusk without an actual adult, and none of us are adults.
That is
How
a
am I friends with
fair.
the only two people with like genuinely non-corrupt, high-powered businessman parents? I mean, come on. There's at least 7 kids at this school whose parents are like evil, maniacal.
Oh yeah, Cindy
Fortunately,
Thompson
my
would have
dad
been
isn't.
very convenient if she was here right now.
Yeah. Damn it.
I think as long as we can get inside, I could just try to talk to people and see if, like, people are people, right? They'll be nice. They'll understand if we explain it right. Just
You do
we
know what
show
you're
them
up
our
against, right?
hearts, and they'll show us ours, and we'll connect hearts with them, and
You
then
do
they'll
know-
just choose to shut it down. And if they don't choose to shut it down, we will try to humanely get as many of them out as possible who just needed a job and aren't particularly in charge of this. They're functioning under a corrupt system they can't control and didn't create. And then we will use all of your heart powers to burn it to the ground, flood it, otherwise destroy it, ensure that we salt the earth, and nothing can ever happen there again. Although we won't actually salt the earth because we need it to be good for the animals. But
So
metaphorically, make sure that a data center can never rise from its ashes.
And
You're saying just go in there and be nice to them? Like,
I'm saying plan A is that I'm going to go in there and be nice to them. What you all want to do at the same time, you all have, we all have our different roles to play, right? Direct action takes many forms. I'm going to try engagement. And if that engagement works, great. And if it works as a distraction while you all are destroying the facility, that also achieves our ends.
I want to
I
agree with
mean,
Yes, we
Jules'
I
do.
plan because
can, for any sort of power stuff, like, have my dad also post job listings here for them to try to switch over. Like, gotta use the influence for good of, like, of have the listings pay higher than what the data center is paying, because, like, chances are he's probably,
Yeah.
and
My like 25% higher, better benefits,
yes,
non-accrual, let them hit right away,
can move to
better,
Canada whenever they want.
do not
see, I
forget the
love that.
union.
Yeah, Union Strong, right?
Yes.
And what I can do while we're there also is anybody who we come across who seems potentially amenable, I could talk to them about unionizing. So
Ah,
we can try to
yes.
unionize not just this Tusk facility, but all Tusk facilities.
That may just be enough to take it down from within. And also get the switch over to renewables too.
Mm. All right. If that's the plan, I'm going to say that the Uber pulls you off, drops you off right in front of the Galaxy Break data center.
We are making sure it's an electric Uber, right?
Uh, yes, and also she tips in exclusively just designer merch for the people to flip. So she just takes like 3 pairs of Plucci sunglasses from her various cargo shorts, Planeteer cargo vest pockets, and just hands
Mhm.
them to the guy.
He says, thank you, I guess.
My father says I'm not allowed to carry cash, so this is the best I can do for a tip.
Sure, yeah, this is like thinks about the closest pawn shop and what he's gonna do with these. But yeah, sure. Thanks, I guess. And then you all pile out of the car, and you are right in front of the data center. The data center is like large featureless building, like a couple of windows around here and there, a lot of pipes that kind of stick out on the outside, but nothing new or anything that gives personality to this place. There are a couple of security guards walking around concrete grounds. There's a an entrance gate right at the front that has that has two security guards in it, and the little gates with the arms that go up and down to let people in as they go through. You all kind of walk up and approach, and there are just two guys inside.
Who
Jules.
wants to take the lead?
Hey, we don't have any field trips or anything going on. Why are you?
Hey, no, it's okay. It's fine. We're not a field trip here. We're actually here to learn more about what you do and how you do it, so that we can figure out a way to be as helpful as possible for our community of which you are a part. So it's nice to meet you first and foremost. I'm Jules. What's your name?
Um, is it, I mean, I man, thinking of names off the top of my head, always great. He goes, I'm Jason, and the other guy, the one guy's gonna go, oh, hi, I'm Jason. The other's gonna go, dude, what are you doing? Stop. Hey,
Jason, it's so great to meet you. I stick out a hand to shake Jason's hand. Uh, you seem like such a nice guy. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me. Can you tell me more about what you do here, Jason?
and the guy's going, dude, we're not supposed to. They're not supposed to talk right now. You know they're watching. He's like, no, I mean, like, it's fine. We're gonna turn them away anyway. We're doing the job. He goes, yeah, we're just security guards here for the Galaxy Brink data centers.
Have
Um,
you been Galaxy Brink security guard for a long time?
Not for a long time. They saw the job posting here. Originally, I'm from Kansas, but hey, job's a job. So
You moved here from Kansas. Welcome to the community. It's so nice to have you here. We're very friendly folks around here. It's nice to have you be a part of it. You like it here after leaving Kansas?
yeah, I mean, this is a like Florida's pretty nice. I've always wanted to, and he gets a little ding on his phone, and then like the color kind of drains from his face. And then the other guy goes, "See, I told you, they ding you for everything. We can't even like." It was like, dude, you can't even
Hey,
smile for too long.
are you okay? What's wrong? What
I'm
happened? What was it?
sorry. I have been informed that I'm having that having a conversation on the clock is an infraction.
They're
So
monitoring you on that right now, and they're docking you for that. That doesn't seem okay. What does your union rep have to say about that?
we don't have a union, dude. No, and then he gets another ding.
Have
You don't have a union rep? Did they just
Hey,
ding you
can
for
you
even
please stop
talking about
saying that
unions?
word? Can you please
Hey,
stop saying that word?
so they're
okay,
listening to me
we're
right
not
now.
gonna use the U word, but y'all don't have a way of like communicating with your other fellow employees here and like talking with them and like coming up with ways to like make your
Collectively
lives better?
bargaining. Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
Like, you've
Jason's
never
gonna
heard of
say.
that concept?
Jason's gonna say, I've said more words to you right now than I've said to this guy next to me all day.
That
Y'all
is
don't.
terrible.
That is tragic.
Do you even want to be here?
that's a good question.
Or are you just pleading the fifth on that?
He's like looking very nervously at his phone and is going to go, do you have a badge to let you in?
Jason, you look very familiar. Have I seen you in the stands at some of the monorails games? I'm sure I have.
He's just kind of like, um, uh, you you might. I would say that if you all, I feel like I've kind of role played out this story. You can kind of see what's going on here. But if you want to give a charm roll to see if you can get him past his mortal fear of employment,
Oh
that's
yeah, charm. That's my
I'm gonna say that's a
wheelhouse.
10. I'm gonna say that's a 10.
I'm gonna tell you now. I have a D4 in charm.
Oh boy.
I have a D12, so.
I have a D20 and have been doing a lot of talking.
Hmm.
Yeah, I see this
Uh,
more as me assisting. Jules is like.
can I assist Jules on that?
Um, so I'm going to say that each of you has an adversity token that you get for free at the start of any game here. This is a one shot, so I'm also going to make this a little bit further. I'm say you have 3 adversity tokens that you can spend. So if
Hey.
you would like to give an adversity token to Jules while they roll for they try to hit a 10 on charm,
Okay.
feel free to.
I
I
would
feel like they can hit a 10 on charm, though.
I would
Well,
absolutely
the
like to do
50-50.
that.
Okay.
And as I have the loyal strength, for each of the adversity tokens I spend to help my friends, it gives them +2 instead of +1.
All
So
right. Well, actually, I'm gonna say in realizing that you have a D10 and a D20, in the fairness of this, you in Kids on Bikes, Brooms, any system in this overall universe, if this is not a snap decision, then if you have half, if the dice you're rolling is half of the dice that you're rolling is the value that you're trying to hit, and you automatically succeed it. So this is an automatic success for you. You have a D20 and you're trying to hit a 10. So in realizing that, that's gonna be a he's gonna sorry, what was the question you asked after we got through all this? Oh, you asked if he'd been to any of the games. I just
Fair.
got done
yeah,
doing so many rules
Super
things.
this
fair.
is more me
Super
kind of
fair.
peeking from behind Jules and going, "Haven't I seen you at a game?" Yeah.
Uh, he's he's like, well, I mean, like I'm fairly new to town. I think I might have popped by one of the monorails games one time or whatever, but you probably haven't seen me.
You know what's
Oh
great
yeah.
about the monorails as an organization? Collective bargaining.
Yes.
There's a lot of strength there. They don't turn people over very much. They've got great benefits. They're a really
It's-
good organization. You know what else is a really great organization? Is gonna look over you. My friends here, they're I heard that their parents are hiring for other places. Is that right?
I mean, similar. Yeah, actually, Jules, you do know, not to mention, but yeah, they are hiring.
Yeah,
Full union job, full collective bargaining, like full like great pay, great benefits. So and starts off here, can move, and like yeah, like
I'm going to say that
the
this is going
starting
to be.
pay is about 20% higher than here.
I'm
Uh,
gonna say this is going to be when the guy's like, dude, no, you have to get rid of them. You have to. And then they both get a ding on their phone, and then the guy just like takes his hat off and goes, "Son of a!" and then just like starts taking his vest off and walks out. And Jason's gonna go, "Oh, uh, we just got let go."
okay.
hey, I know that's tough, but again, other places are hiring better places, places that have actual benefits that aren't going to ding you for having conversations or, if rumors are to be believed, going to the
Also,
bathroom.
just gonna say legally we can't do that of just hire you without any sort of just fire you without any sort of cause.
Apparently, the causes were the three strikes I had over the course of this conversation.
That sounds made up as a
Yeah.
Yeah.
cause.
I'm
That doesn't
sorry,
Surely
seem
what
right.
part of your employment
did
and your
he
role as a
say
guard.
exactly what the three
Yeah.
strikes were?
I've been
Because I
told that
mean,
the paperwork will be emailed to me with any form of severance pay that I'd be entitled
because
to.
like whenever I'm watching the monorails, like three strikes, you know when they happen.
And then he gets another email. He goes, and then I got the follow up email that says I'm actually not entitled to any severance pay.
That can't be legal.
See, this seems like a lawsuit, which could be much more lucrative for you than working at this place, especially if you work together with your friends here to make it what they would refer to, I won't use the trigger terms here, as like a group lawsuit, right? One would say a lawsuit wherein one is taking action as a class.
I think Ross, who's been oddly very quiet during all of this, I think he's been debating whether or not he wanted to just go while you all were talking to the guards. Is going to peep up. He's gonna be like, actually, guys, with Florida, Florida's an at-will employment state, meaning they don't actually have to have reasons. Yeah, my dad's complained about this quite a few times.
It's
That's
weird.
why
And
So
I'm sure that's why
my
Tusk likes it here.
a lot
yeah,
of states are in a similar boat.
Hmm.
But I think if there's no guards on duty in the moment, then this is our perfect opportunity to get into the data center.
Yeah, you two
Uh,
don't work here anymore, so we're just gonna go
yeah,
in.
that
But I really do want to help you.
that other
yeah.
guy already walked off, but Jason is like getting out of the uniform. He goes, "Oh well, if you're gonna go, you should go quick. The next group of guards to replace us is already on the way."
Okay, thank
Question,
you.
Jason. How long after after termination does an employee's ID badge usually stop working?
Um, I was told that everything was terminated the moment they sent me the first email. There's probably like another 20 minutes or so before it hits all the systems. It's not like those things happen immediately.
So you won't be needing that badge then, and I
You know
will hand
what?
him
I
his
won't be needing this badge.
I will
Yeah.
hand
Just
him
like,
a football that I have signed that just says "There is power in a union." Tyler Campbell,
And Augusta is just going to
uh,
pull another pair of Plucci sunglasses from out of her thing and be like, I don't have cash, but I do have Z.
maybe that'll help me hit rent for this month. Thanks, you too. And then just like,
And also, I hand you over my dad's business card.
I thank, thanks. It's definitely something. How am I gonna get home? and then just just starts walking off the direction that the Uber came before. Now that he's concerned about whether or not he has enough money for rent for the upcoming for the next coming month. But
Augusta's going to instantaneously order the Uber because she's not going to watch this dude walk. That's so ugly.
it's just like walking like 8 miles or something back home. Just like, what am I gonna do? I don't have a job. I gotta go tell everyone I don't have any money anymore.
And wait, Ross, you're saying it actually is at will? Like they can just do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of places in the United States have at will employment, meaning like they don't have to have a reason to fire you, but you also don't have to have a reason when you quit.
Yeah.
Uh, uh,
Why is there one guys this all goes through? That's
Eh.
very inefficient.
I don't know,
yeah.
but Ross is like ducked under the little car beam at this point. He's like, "Come on, Bert, let's go." We're
Let's
walking.
hightail it to the nearest entrance
Yeah.
and scan this security card to get in.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna say that you all managed to make your way around the closest security guards as they're filling the post at the front door. So theoretically, no one's seen you by now, but like there are cameras everywhere. It's only a matter of time. What are we looking to do inside?
Can
Sure, go
I
ahead.
send Bert to go pack out all the cameras?
You know what? I'll say that you can. That'll buy you a little bit more time, but that's going to be, what is that going to be? I feel like the closest thing I can say that would be is a charm roll,
Could
and you are
help in some fashion with my heart ring?
you know what? Sure, I'll say that you
Can
can help with.
I flood some of the electrical wiring?
Not directly. Electrical wiring is insulated and sealed, so water by itself wouldn't get into it. Like you pour water into like an outlet or something, but you have no idea what that's gonna mess up if that's gonna be what you're looking for.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
pour water into an outlet.
okay. Like there's a little bit of an outage somewhere. There's a little bit of a spark, and let me see if that will be a special tool that'll help us later. Um, I'm just gonna go on a limb and say one is a no. That is not a special tool that will help us later. So with that, I want to say that's another thing. You are the heart planeteer. It's not going to be anything really particularly difficult for you to communicate with your local like animal mascot. So Russ packs out a couple of cameras along the way. It takes just a little bit longer for them to find you, even though someone is going to notice that the cameras are down eventually. What are we looking for directly, or do you just kind of want me to like explain the scene as you all move around through the area?
I guess we're trying to find evidence of output and like their knowledge of that output, right?
Okay. I'll say that Victoria, because you're the water planeteer, you're going to be the closest one to trying to figure out where the source of this pollution is coming from. I'm going to say, give me a charm roll of 13 with using your D4 because you're using your ring.
Okay, charm roll with 13 using the D4.
You also get to use your D4. So you use the regular dice and then use a D4.
Okay, I have a D12 there, so this is 7.
With both of them?
With the D12 and the D4, yeah,
All right.
7.
So you use your ring to try to get a sense of like if there is something happening, where it's happening, and you're not really picking up anything at the moment.
Huh. And trying to, I don't know, this thing doesn't seem to be working.
I guess we could head to the offices and try and find some paperwork or evidence of a cover up or.
We should go fast while the badge still works.
I'm gonna say, like you're walking through the area here, like this is a big data center. The thing about data centers is that there's just a lot of like empty hallways until you get to the parts that have like the computers inside of them. So it's very easy to just kind of like move through them and to keep track of where you're hearing like the clack of like somebody's boots as they're walking around and know like when you should be hiding inside of a door or something. But with Russ pecking out the cameras, they at least can't tell that it's you so far. Um, and through a period of just kind of like walking around and looking and observing, eventually you do see I would say that you see a door that's labeled the coolant room.
Cool ants. Let's check that out.
Yeah,
Cool
I
land.
wonder what makes the ants cool, right?
Cool land, not
I mean,
cool ant. One singular word, as in thing that cools hot things.
but ants are cool, right?
Ants are
Ants
definitely
are
Oh,
cool.
very
Ants are
cool.
cool.
the coolest. They can carry 10 times their own body weight or something like that, or maybe it's more than 10
It is like
times.
it's
Maybe
like 300 or something.
Yep.
Is it really?
It's a
That's so
very
much
large
cooler than
number.
I realized. No wonder they have a whole door dedicated to talking about how cool they are.
I don't think it's just the door. I bet there's a whole ant farm behind the door.
That's amazing.
Maybe
I
it's
want to see that
Opens
ant
the
farm.
door. Where are the
And
ants?
as you put the key card on the door and the door opens, you see that there's a bunch of metal like tubing that comes from a bunch of areas around. You probably would have seen the tubes come out of a couple of the actual like server rooms where the computers are lined up next to each other, and they all kind of go into this large water, like this reservoir tank that looks like it's supposed to be cycling out the water and cooling it down so it can send it back out. And I'm going to say if who no, because that's going to be an easy roll to say that if you look at it, you do see that there are spots of the coolant tank that are leaking, and they're leaking like a dark brown, like almost black fluid coming out of it.
That doesn't look right to me. That's not right, right?
Right.
It's definitely not ants.
No.
Because ants wouldn't do that.
No,
Ants
ants
would
would
know
be
better.
cleaning this up.
Yeah.
And ants
Oh.
wouldn't be liquid, right?
Not
in
Not if
this
they're in like a
universe.
good place.
No.
Right.
Well, ants are the
That's a
opposite.
good
Ants
point.
are so solids that even in flooding they will stay solid. They form a little like entire pile of the whole colony and are just an ant ball.
I would say one other thing you see is that coming out of the bottom of the coolant tank is another pipe that heads directly like heads like lower and then sticks through the wall. That wall that looks like it might be like an exterior wall on the other side.
Can I use the earth ring to just open the wall?
You
Because it's going to take us
absolutely
way too long to
can.
figure out how to go around this place.
You absolutely can. So I'm gonna say that's gonna be super simple too. That's a D8 in brawn, and you get to use the D4. That's an 8. Yeah, that's an 8 in brawn, and you get to use your D4.
Okay.
So roll brawn and then add a D4.
All right, I've got a D6. This is plausible.
5.
5. Okay, let's go gambling. 7.
Hang on, you have
Can I-
3 adversity tokens to use.
Oh, yeah, you can use your own if you want. Never mind. Just kidding. It's you.
Oh, worm. That makes sense. Yeah, I'll just do that.
All right. So the power, the power starts to radiate from your ring. You feel it move throughout you. This is the power of Gaia directly. Channeling it through your hand, you stick out your fist. And what do you scream?
I think Augusta, both due to when she started this having a far more tenuous grasp of English, and due to very specifically not getting that everyone was shouting their elements, because she thought surely they're not just naming the element as they do it. So she just directly commands what she wants the earth to do. So she just says open, and it open.
Yeah, and like a wave of like an earthy brown light extends from the ring, just shooting out continually as the wall starts to crumble, the bricks falling apart. You see laid out in front of you the lake, and you see what this pipe is. It's just an open grate pouring a dark, ugly brown water directly into the lake.
Oh, this is so ugly. I'm just gonna go ahead and plug that first off before we
Yeah,
do anything
can
else.
I
Yeah,
use
that
my water ring to like
real
try to reverse it or something?
real quick, and that's where we're gonna take a break.
Hey.
All right, so thanks everyone for hanging out with us. We'll be back in we'll be back in 10, and we will try our hardest to make that one happen. Um, but yeah, we'll come back and we'll see what happens next. Take care. Hey everybody, welcome back. And so we said we take 10 minutes. And if you kind of stretch the definition of 10 and minutes, we did it. So let's get back to it. And so I'm going to say that what happens here after you knock open this wall and you see the sludge pouring into the lake here is there's no real getting around that this happened. Like the cameras could be that someone wasn't paying attention or they just thought it was weird, but you knock the wall down. So now you start hearing like a boop, 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 as like alarms are going off and people are starting to move around places.
Is there a way to use wind powers to help negate the sounds of these alarms?
And can I use water power to with the sludge?
Okay, so here are
Like
some
slow
places
it down or turn it back or
so you can use water powers to try to force it back for right now, but that's just like putting your hand in front of the faucet. Eventually the water's going to come out anyway. As far as can you use wind powers to eliminate the sound across the entirety of this facility, no you cannot.
The pipe, is it like a concrete pipe or is it
Like
metal?
it's a thick sturdy metal pipe that leads out into the water here.
So if it's metal, it's meltable, is what I'm hearing. So could I maybe fuse the end of the pipe together to kind of back everything up into the system?
I mean, so like I'm going to say that you can. However, what's going to happen as a result of this is that the water still has to come out of somewhere because this is the offlet for it. So there'll be a pipe burst along the entirety of this. I'll let you roll for this and see like if that just ends up pouring more water back into the lake or not. But that's a problem for you after you roll these dice.
Yeah, I'm hoping it will back it up into this room and
I mean, well,
make it a them
you
problem.
knocked a hole in the wall. So if you back it up into
Yeah.
this room, it goes right back out the hole in the wall into the water.
Yeah, I haven't thought this through, but that doesn't seem like a thing Tyler would do anyway. So yeah, let's do this.
All right. So if you're going for a roll with your ring and you're trying to weld it shut, again, I'm gonna make that one I'm gonna say that's a brawn roll of 12.
Okay. So the brawn roll and then a d4. Oh god, that's my d20.
Oh, was it D20? Oh, you succeeded.
Yeah. Oh,
no,
okay,
no, sorry,
okay.
no. Yeah, actually, yeah, because it's half the magic roll and half of the bronze. So I'm gonna say that those two together will make 12. So you succeeded, and you weld it shut. And however, I am going to take the 4 and the 3 to say that means that you would not have gotten the 12,
Yeah.
which there is some creaking and groaning of this circulation system that's in the room right here with you as about like 7 guards start to pile in through the door. They're like, "What are you kids doing in here?"
Don't worry
Hey,
about it.
it's really great to meet you. I'm Jules. What's your name?
This is not one the group of people who are willing to have a conversation as they all start to surround you and like, "You kids need to leave."
This is when Ross is gonna, come up and do his thing because he is vicious like a goose. He is ready to attack, and is going to wants to try and like cyclone these guys. Not cyclone because that's gonna be water, but yeah, we're gonna twister these guys on out.
Okay, cool. I'm going to say that Ross, what's higher for you, fight or brawn?
Fight.
This is a fight of 13.
Okay.
And you get to use your ring, so yeah, magic.
Well, that was a
All right.
17 before I even rolled my ring. Hold on, I'm gonna roll my ring though. Okay. Well, anyways, that's an 18.
So yeah, you stick your hand out, you feel the power and the energy of being a planeteer flow through your body as the gem on your ring starts to glow and a bluish white light starts to shoot out in waves. What do you say as you as you start to channel this power?
Sweep them up.
You see that the winds start picking up. They move in a cyclone. You all are standing in the center, the eye of the storm.
Wait,
These people are
can
not.
I add some rain into that?
Mm, sure, you can add some rain in there. I'd say that if you're just adding rain in here to try to make it like a hurricane or something, that's going to be a charm of 8.
Charm. Okay. And does that add the D4
Yeah,
too,
you're
or
using your ring, so those are the D4.
okay? 7. Wow, my dice don't like me today.
I mean that's all right. That's because like it's already happening here, so we're good to go on this front. And so the tornado happens. They start getting picked up, and they're just like scrambling, trying to hold on to something in the air as they're all like moving around. And
We'll
this
send
is
them
the
out in the
moment here.
hall, kind of thing.
You're gonna throw them out in the hall instead of like into the water.
Well, no, because if they're in the like, we're dealing with the water right now. That's our problem. It would be more like in the hall, hoping they like bounce heads and stuff and fall into like a pile of guards. We'll throw the door shut, kind of lock it back up.
Mhm.
Yeah, Augusta's just gonna a wall up once the door shut again.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna
Tyler
say
will
you-
just turn to Jules and go, "Oh, yo, I think their name was Dorothy."
So yeah, you throw the guards all out. They just kind of like pile you. As they hit the wall, and they slam down the wall. You know what? I'm going to say that if you want to use your ring for that, that'll be fine. We're not going to roll for that one. I'm going to say that's really easy. Just make a wall go up, and so the doors close behind you, and you all are in here. However, this is now the time period when the results of the 7 you had before on welding this thing shut finally take effect, and the circulation system just burst in the room. A bunch of dirty like brown water just like explodes out of this thing, washes you all up to about waist height before starting to pile like starting to spill out into the lake.
I'm
My
holding Bert
shoes.
over my head.
This is not
that's
real
on me.
water.
This
These
is
shorts are Vinci.
Not me.
so this is water, and you could this water needs somewhere to go, and this is the direction it's flowing. So if you wanted to try to circulate it somewhere else inside of this building, you'd have to make a tunnel for it to go.
Actually, can I So wait, can I circulate it into a different, into like? Okay, so where are we, and where do we need destroyed, and can I get the water over that way?
I would say if you want to create a separate area for this water to flow into while like putting another wall back up so that you don't have the open lake exposed right
Yes,
there.
let's do this.
That's going to be a combination of Augusta and Victoria as you are tearing down and creating walls and then diverting the flow of the water.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I'm down.
And what stat do you want me to roll?
So there's going to be a brawn for the two of you. It's going to be easier for you, Victoria, because you're just diverting water that's already moving in a direction. And I'm going to say for you, Augusta, is going to be a little more difficult. So for Victoria, that's going to be a brawn of 8. And
I
for
rolled a 3. Wait,
you can
wait
roll
a
your
minute.
D4 also.
7.
That's all right. You can use your Versi dice.
Wait a minute. No, wait. That since the D4 rolled a 4.
That explodes.
Explodes.
Okay.
So roll one more time.
And that gets a 3.
All right, cool. So then you have a 10 total.
Yes.
So you succeed. Excellent. So you're able to divert the water. Now let's see if Augusta is able to pardon off an area for this water to flow into for the meantime.
Can I bend the rules slightly in that can I use an adversity token to use my intuitive trait? In lieu of making it that you give me relevant information, can I make this a brains roll as I'm like calculating how to shape this?
Technically, couldn't I have done it as a flight since it's like getting the water to flight?
No, because you're directly moving the water, which is why that would have been a brawn. And with this right here, I'll say that, yeah, I'll make it a brains roll in that you're having to like think of the places you traveled in here so far and where this water can go while you figure this problem out. And so with that, what's your brains?
D12.
Cool. I was gonna be, well, if I'm using a different dice, make it a little bit higher, but I'm not gonna be that high, be that mean. I am going to say, however, that this is going to be a full-on 12.
Alrighty, time to gamble. 9. We are in striking range, baby.
All right.
Oh.
Hey, you know what you have. You know what you have.
I do.
Adversity.
I got one last
Two-
adversity.
Wait, when did you
Can
spend the other
I-
one? Huh?
Oh wait, yeah, no, I didn't. You're right. I have two. I
Yeah.
double clicked. Yeah, I'll
Okay,
use
what are
my
you gonna say?
adversity.
Oh, I was
I was
gonna.
gonna.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
think I
carry
think
on.
Mike and I think we're in the same boat. Both of us are like, well, we
Yeah.
can throw it in. We can throw help. Pick, coach.
Yeah, she'll absolutely take the help, but she's like, please, was it the left or the right? She's trying to like reverse engineer the directions.
I'll throw mine in because mine's worth 2 when I give it away. So yeah,
Yeah.
you can have a +2.
Why does
Oh, well, save yours.
Uh,
Fine.
Yeah, because that +2 gets me to 12 even.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And so, with a little bit of help and consulting from your team here, you're able to find where this egg needs to go. You stick your fist out, you scream "Earth," and then like the power radiates out. The wall, a wall builds up to fill the one you just closed, the hole you just made, and then a couple of walls around you just kind of crumble into a path perfectly outlined for the water to pour through. I'm going to say that where you end up sending this is directly into the closest security office. And so then when Victoria is able to then control the way that the sludge is moving, it pushes further out of the broken pipe. It sloshes around into a turn and it just goes flying forward. And you see a couple of people getting washed along in this path until eventually it hits wherever its end destination is. And these areas now start to pool up with water as it gets closer to you all. And now you effectively have the area, but you need to figure out how you're getting out and where you're getting out.
Can we not just get out through the roof?
I mean, if you open a hole through the roof
Yeah.
and then find a way to climb,
Do we have to climb? Can we fly?
you cannot fly.
I can't push enough wind underneath all of us that we could. Whoosh!
I'm going to say within the realms of the TV show, I don't remember that happening.
Damn, worth a shot.
We saw people getting swept away. Is that something we should deal with?
No. No. Wait, maybe. Yeah, we probably should.
Yeah, I think we probably should make sure that people don't get hurt.
At the very least, the important people don't get hurt, meaning anyone not named
Is there at
Tusk.
least a convenient fire alarm for us to pull to like get the not pedestrians?
Hey, the alarm was already blaring before when you
Oh,
burst
you're
open
right.
the wall. So
Yeah.
people are getting swept away inside of this here, but like nobody is like being swept away into like a lake or anything. It's just that the water that was rushing out of the thing before is now filling up the inside of the data center.
So I think while the rest of you are doing what you do, Jules is reaching out telepathically and with heart over to the people who are being swept up to help them not feel alone and just sit with them. Also trying to sense if any of them have any injuries off of what's happening here. And if they do, is going to communicate with the antibodies in their bodies to get their healing to kick up. Jules is going to throw everything that he has into that, and if it tuckers him out or does whatever he doesn't care, he wants to make sure that these people are safe.
I'm gonna say that we're gonna scratch out the thing with the antibodies, but we are going to reach out.
Hey, that's canonical. I looked it up.
It is?
Yeah, it's healing. So the ring, the heart ring, lets you heal. And from what I saw online, apparently by talking to the antibodies in the body, essentially, like getting them to like move around more, do more stuff, essentially.
That's so
that's what I
silly.
saw online. I looked it up before I said it.
That's all right. It's just really silly. All right, cool. We'll make it work.
Midichlorians.
Yeah,
They're
you
legally
know,
distinct.
The X antibody.
the powerhouse of the cell. All right, let's say that this is a charm 16.
Okay, cool beans. Let's see what's up. Where are we at? Did that not go through? I clicked
I
it.
didn't see anything yet.
Yeah, me either. Weird. Oh, I see why. Uh, 19 on the die.
All right, you stick your fist out. You feel the power of the ring channel through you. It broadcasts out using you as like an antenna, and as you scream "heart," the like a reddish pinkish light emanates out of the gem on your ring in waves, kind of just like going through walls and connecting to all the people around you. A message isn't heard so much as it's felt, and people who are receptive enough to accept, like to hear and accept that message, are starting to try to help other people out of the way as this water is piling through different areas and like sweeping up other people as they move. There are some people who are kind of fighting against it because the reasons, this is a job that they need, that that they think that AI is going to help the future and they're doing their part, or they're just terrible people. They're people who are paid well. We come in all sizes and shapes. So
For sure.
Do you want to be paid more?
some people are just in it for the way that this is the life that they want to live. And so as some people are getting out, you are noticing now that like flood doors are starting to come down now as the alarms are going off to kind of section these things off. And you, on the outside, not even on the outside of this door, there is a little bit of a turn off as the pressure from this water gets like lower and lower. And then you hear the clack of very expensive shoes walking across the floor. From the hole in the wall now where the water's starting to subside, there's a little area where that hasn't been cut away into a trench yet. And the first thing you see is a very hunched over kind of person. He's wearing a full-on suit. He has a very like grubby look across his face. He's constantly doing like the hand triangle thing as he like walks in, and then coming in from behind him is none other than Eric Tusk, going, "So are you the Planeteers that I've heard of so much?"
No.
You've heard of us?
You've heard of us?
I've heard while I was talking to the mayor that there was a group of goody two shoe near dwells who like to get in
You're
the
talking
way.
about.
Are you wearing lifts?
No, this is
Are
my
you calling
actual
us
height.
Neanderthals?
I heard a clack, a clickety clack. I'm looking at those shoes. They look like they have lifts in them.
This is my actual height, but don't worry about it. These are
Yeah, that's your actual height.
The Momensiagas would not have your gait like that based on their shape. Unless you were wearing lifts.
I'm not here to talk about lists. I'm here to talk about the reason why you
You
are all
look
here.
very
She-
different
she
than how you
is-
looked when I was younger. You used to be
Augusta
bald, and your chin wasn't shaped like that.
So Augusta is right. Those shoes would not. They would not look like that without lifts.
I mean, if you want to sit here and talk about my shoes, you can sure talk about my shoes. I'll have my security escort you out as we talk about them, and then we'll never see each other again.
No.
Is that
Or
a promise?
I point my ring at whoever the security is that's starting to walk over and be like, "I'll sweep
and
you up too."
I
I'll
also
sweep you up
point
too."
my ring over at them
Oh, and these
and
are the
try
same
to lure
power
them.
rings. Try to do what?
And also like try to lure them in to talk to them and try to see if they'd want to be paid more elsewhere.
No, he is the guy is just like, "Oh no, Mr. Tusk pays me well. Mr. Tusk makes sure that I'm always taken care of. Yeah, and all of my ideas are great, aren't they, Sneedly? Yes, all your ideas are great, Mr. Tusk."
I
Also,
want to put a hand
Just-
out toward the henge person and be like, are you okay? Like, are you
He-
making me very sad how much you're simping for this man?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna say I would have said this is like a charm of 5, but you succeeded because your charm's already at that. Um, he is the kind of person who thinks that proximity to Eric Tusk is exactly what's going to help propel him forward. So anything that Eric Tusk wants, he's the guy who Eric Tusk goes to get it done.
Oh, ew. Okay.
Mhm.
Back away from that. And be like, I don't have the energy. You were gonna say somebody was saying something, and that started.
What exactly do you see in this Tusk guy?
I work for Mr. Tusk. It comes with a range of benefits. Yes, working for Mr. Tusk, a win for Mr. Tusk is a win for me. You know, the American dream is that one day, if I just keep working for him, eventually I'll end up being a billionaire just like him.
So you're saying everyone here will be a billionaire, but yet there's only X amount of billionaires.
No, not me. I'm special.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
He goes, excellent. And that's exactly why I have you working on everything for me, Sneedly. Now, Sneedly, take care of these children. Make sure that they are no longer in my presence. And he goes, right away, of course. Huh?
If he moves forward, Tyler will immediately interpose himself between the other Planeteers and him. And be
Ross
like,
is at your
"You
side,
gotta come
Tyler.
through me."
I'm going to say what happens here is that you hear some more footsteps from behind you, and Sneedly just kind of gives a laugh. Didn't you wonder where all the sludge went when we turned it off? And like 3 people show up with a really big hose. And they turn the valve on it, and all the brown, ugly, like pollution water just shoots out at like the psi of like close, like it's like half of a fire hose, but it's like pretty powerful. You
Can
can try
I
to do something here.
redirect it?
You
I
can
need to.
try to
I'm
do
gonna.
something.
Can I
wall
try to
again.
redirect it towards him, like deflect it back?
I'm just saying that you can try to, however, it's very pressurized and it's pointed directly at you. So I'm going to say that this is a brawn of 16.
This is not gonna work.
Yeah. I was gonna say if you want to let like Tyler or I do something or Ross do something since the 2 of them had stepped up in the front to block everybody first.
Mhm.
That's a good
All
idea.
right, so
Is
what
it Crimson? Can we do something combinatorially?
Yeah.
Yeah,
there we go.
wait. Can't like teamwork?
It's a novel idea.
the novel idea is almost like if you put your powers together, something happens.
Well, because I
Even if
can't really do anything. I'd be hanging out in the back. You all in the front should take point. But what I would say, I know we mentioned that Gaia wasn't there, but one of the things that I looked up about the heart ring is apparently it is a like a good way to try to commune with Gaia. So I think in this moment, Jules is just real sad seeing these incredibly sad shells of human beings, devoid of empathy and light, in front of them, and just connects up with the ring and thinks, Gaia, help me understand what to do. How can I help in this moment? It seems I can't reach these people. I just want to make sure that all the good people that they're trying to hurt, including my friends here, are safe. What can we do? And that would be communing with the heart ring while you all do whatever you're doing here that is much more actively helping with the specific situation.
Well,
Like, you get a
technically,
ring
wouldn't
back from
water
Gaia.
and wind be a good way to redirect?
Sorry.
Ross? So I'm gonna try to redirect the water. You use the wind ring, like work together on that. Like try to blow it away.
And just to make sure, Tyler and Ross, was the plan that you all were working on since you were also at the front?
Oh, that also works. That
I mean, any ideas?
My intention, I was going to have Ross try to make a shield, like using a strong enough like gust of wind, ideally to help block, versus going more defensive than proactively jump out. But he'd also be able to help with the redirecting thing if you had something else in mind.
And also to paint the scene in here, where you all are at is the room They are basically the in front of the only entrance and exit to the room because you already closed off the other one that leads out into the hallway. So no matter what they end up doing here, the sludge is going to be filling up the area that you're currently in.
I mean, it feels a bit on the nose just to blast them with fire. Feel like we've probably set some toxic sludge alight. But I guess what Tyler could do is like I'm assuming there's quite a expensive sprinkler system in this place.
Mhm.
So if the fire alarms were to go off and the sprinkler system were to add more clean water to the scenario, that would be something that then Victoria could use to their advantage, maybe to help kind of.
I will also say that the fire ring can heat metal.
Mm.
Yeah,
Can't the
yeah,
water ring also just trigger the sprinkler system anyways?
probably could. Okay, I can heat metal. What metal is there around then?
The hose that they're handling right now, the metal parts of
Yeah.
how to control it are going to be all metal.
Okay, because I'm having flashbacks to trying to weld a pipe together, and it didn't go well, and I'm worried that this is going to go even worse. But if it goes worse, it backfires on them, right? So I
Yeah.
I
guess
mean, the
I
hose
try
is
and
right
do
there
the
next to
pipe
them,
again.
so any sludge will be popping up right
Yeah,
on them. Yeah.
yeah. Let's weld that nozzle
At the very least,
shut
it
then
gets so
while
hot
these
that they
guys
can't
try
hold on
and.
to it anymore.
Yeah, yeah. That works. That works. Tyler really doesn't want to do this again, but he's going to. But
This is going to be less of a weld and more of you're affecting the metal directly. So I'm gonna say that this is a
yeah.
charm, and I'm gonna say this is a charm of like 9.
Ooh,
You
charm is bad. Charm
you
is
do
bad.
have a D4 to add to this because of your ring.
Yep. I would need one of these dice to explode to be able to. But we can. We can. Oh, actually, I have a thing, don't I? This would class as defending one of my friends, wouldn't it? Or
Absolutely.
more than one of my friends. So I would get a +3 to this roll because of protective. So
Mhm.
we're gonna try.
All right, and then you add your D4.
D4 is coming now.
Excellent. It
Yes,
explodes. You want to roll again?
sir.
Yeah, let's do that. Cool.
Okay. And so what happens here is that the metal on the hose where they're handling it immediately starts to heat up, and one of the henchmen kind of drops it as his hands as his hands start burning. It's like, oh no, and then like it continues to heat, and like you see the edge of it kind of like start to like melt around. Like the nozzle start to melt. The sludge begins to back up on the inside of the hose, and as Sneatley, the workers, and Tusk all run out the room, and the all start to run out the room. Someone's like, "Turn it off! Turn it off! Turn it off!" There's a loud like, "Thump," like somewhere off in the distance, as even more like disgusting like black sludge water starts to like roll its way down the hallway you would see as you make your way around a corner.
That went marginally better than the last time. So yeah, we're good. We're good. What now? What are we doing, guys? They don't appear to be able to be reasoned with.
Also, to roll back to what was going on with you, Jules, and to keep this very like short, simple, and to the point, Gaia has no love lost for any of these people who would pollute the world en masse for their own gain. So, what you hear back from the goddess of the earth, the Mother Earth herself, is to kick their ass.
Understood. I'm going to come out of that communion with Gaia and I'm going to call out to the rest of you. Hey, everybody, Gaia says we should kick these guys' asses. So let's do it.
I figured.
And I'm going to call Heart into the center of the group and signal you all to see if you would like to summon our friend.
Water.
Yes.
Fire!
Ross always honks first. Irby can't honk, and then it's a wind. Honk wind.
Let your powers combine. The, the power of the rings, rings all light up, a light extend from the gem and start to swirl around in the air. There's a little bit of chaos as like a thundercloud starts to form. Like sparks start flying everywhere, and nebulously something's going on in the center. You hear throughout the air, "By your powers combined, I am Captain Planet." As he finally pops out of the cloud, light shines as if there's sunlight directly in this building. You hear almost like ethereally somewhere like, "Go Planet!" Wow, Planeteers, this is such an interesting place you brought me to. What's going on here?
Yeah.
He is polluting the waters. Do you have to play your song every time, Captain?
It's just like, would you mean to tell me that I should save the world and not have any joy? Joy is the first part of any and a very important part of any successful resistance.
It's just always the same song. We made you a mixtape and everything.
Yeah.
If you won't let me change the song, at least let me do something about your hair. You've had the same mullet for 40 years.
Yeah.
Never go out of style.
I mean, it is your style. Just go with it.
It is your brand.
I think you look amazing, Captain.
Yeah.
Tyler, as a football player, has a mullet and is just nodding at that. Yeah.
Right. Don't let anything they say get to you.
Mm-hmm. It's like, absolutely not. So now let's see exactly what we're working with here. As he goes and he just like flies out the room. He does, and you hear another loud, just kind of like boom in the background now as the walls around you all begin to shake. It sounds like something heavy is moving. You hear like loud footsteps banging their way through the hallway. As you look outside, as you like run out, you look out, you see that Eric Tusk has now donned himself a large metal suit, almost kind of like he's inside of a big robot. It has his face on the center terminal console directly on the chest as he's in like a cockpit you can see on the inside. And they say that Tungsten Man in the cartoons was able to build his suit inside of a cave with straps, but he never would have been able to make anything like this.
Yes, because he would have made something cool.
Also, like, I'm sorry, but like, you trying to say you're Tungsten Man, you don't have Tungsten Man's charisma.
And goes, and that's not something I need to listen to right now on this big metal suit. And Steven's going to go, yes, take them out. And he's going to pull a cannon out, and he goes, there's another hose connected to his knockoff Tungsten Man giant exosuit, and so like the nozzle points towards it as the sludge water starts to like spill out of it and fly over towards you all. You do not have the power of your rings right now, so this is a flight to get out of the way.
G.R.O.K.
Let's say that this is a flight. You had enough of a warning in seeing that this was happening to start getting out of the way, so this is a flight of 8.
I just pass.
I mean,
all right, those are lots of successes I'm seeing.
20.
25.
Wait, how'd you get a
20.
how'd you get a 25?
Oh, I got a nat 20.
Oh, it exploded. Got it. It exploded
Yeah.
twice.
Mine
That-
exploded too.
Yeah, no, I got a 37.
Yeah.
All right.
Nat 20, it exploded, and then a 17.
Wild.
So, Ross, you are the only person not able to fully make it out of the way. However, because you needed an 8 and you had 2 people who scored over a 20, I'm going to say that they managed to see that you were not getting out the way in time, managed to grab both of your hands and pull you out of the way before the sludge water spilled into the room that he was hitting you at. He was trying to hit you all at. Captain Planet, now flying through the air, goes, "Oh man, that wasn't very nice. someone needs to teach this man not to cry over spilled milk, and then is going to start to perform a move. I want you all to kind of just like tell me. I'm not going to fully control Captain Planet here, but I am going to like give you all the ability to think about what would he do now that Captain Planet has spilled out. Now that Eric Tusk has shot this pollution cannon.
I like to imagine him like typhooning the waste out of the lake just right at the robot.
Mhm.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say if this guy likes throwing around his sludge, let's see if he likes a taste of his own medicine. And he goes and he just flies through the air and like spins around, goes down to the lake below, and then with like a hand extended, pulls the sludge from the water, fully concentrated, flies back inside, and Eric Tusk is looking at you all like, I guess he left, and it's just the 5 of you here. But I can take care of 5 kids. And then Captain Planet flies back in and then just hits him straight in the chest with a concentrated sludge ball, sending the robot flying backwards. Captain
Ross
Planet's gonna
feels
go.
very
Send
vindicated in this moment.
Captain Planet's gonna go. G.R.O.K, you're out of here. And for those who don't know, he is very well known for making terrible puns with everything he does.
Yeah.
Very punny.
Hmm.
I got that reference.
Yeah. So is going to go, wow. God, now I have to be more creative than I was planning to be right now. It's gonna go. So is this all it takes for you to turn away from these evil ways of yours? And then Eric Tusk is going to look and he's going to go, no, there's no way. There's too much money to be made in AI. You don't understand. The sprinkler system now engages as like a dark, gross, sludgy water starts coming out of that and hitting the area around it. And he goes, you don't understand. I make people buy tokens. They buy tokens, they spend tokens, they need more tokens, they spend tokens. They get caught in a cycle of spending and using AI for every single little thing, and no one thinks for themselves anymore.
I'm assuming the water ring doesn't work figuratively to liquidate savings. No.
The water that would be really funny if you could get that to work that way, but no. And also, your water ring is depowered right now because it is in Captain Planet. And so he's just like, yeah, and then they keep saying, no one thinks for themselves, and I always have the solution, and that's the burden of being a visionary. He says the power of the pollution water from the sprinkler system is slowly starting to weaken Captain Planet. So as he flies towards the robot to get another hit in, he's moving slow enough to where the robot can get a good solid punch on him and sends him flying backwards. If you all are going to do anything to help him out now, it's probably going to be to find a way to turn off the sprinkler system so that the pollution doesn't affect him as much.
And what would you have to roll with that?
Can I just use my intuition to spend an adversity token to find the switch to help Captain Planet?
Yeah, I'll find
I'm going to say that. Yeah, you all have gotten kind of a really interesting idea of this place in the time we were wandering around to find the coolant area. So you know roughly about where you need to go. It's just a matter of getting there fast enough. So I'm going
I
to
have a D20 for flight, so
okay.
I also have a D20 for flight.
So I'm going to say that getting around Tusk fighting Captain Planet right now, the fact that there's sludge water all throughout the entirety of this hallway means that this is going to be a 14 to do this quickly.
Okay.
And everyone here
18.
does 18? All right. Another 18. Excellent. I love this for the two of you. The two richest people here both look at each other and know exactly what needs to be done in this moment. Do you even say anything between each other, or is it just a solid look and a nod before?
Just a look and a nod.
Yeah, just a.
And like that, differences are already settled, and as you two of you sprint off, there are a couple of guards that get out of the way and trying to stop you, but you manage. One of you like completely dodges underneath, and he's so intent at trying to grab one that the other just like slides by. He falls into sludge face first, starts spitting. It's disgusting. And you see inside of the control room for the emergency response is neatly just turning a crank that keeps the sprinkler system going, and it's like, yes, Captain Planet won't know what gets him. He doesn't notice you in the room yet.
You're telling me it's not even a button? You have to manually crank the fire extinguishing? And she's just clocking the dude.
You know,
someone has to stay in here to stop it. I hate this man so much.
Sneebly is a very like frail, just like brown nosing man. He's kind of like the what's his name in Recess that was always tattling on the kids to the teacher.
Yeah.
Randall. Yeah, he's like Randall in Recess. So like, I'm not even gonna say this is gonna be a hard. This is like a 5 in fight.
Oh yeah, I just pass. I have a D10.
Yeah. He just gets clocked by a teenager and then just passes out like crumpled against the wall. And with that, because no one is cranking the emergency response sprinkler system, the water starts to fade. Captain Planet is lying down on the ground in front of the rest of the three of you, just saying, just like, "Oh, Planeteers, I don't know how well this one's turning out."
The room that they're kind of fighting in, is that like the server room or something? They're like
they're fighting in the hallway. It's a little like expanded now because the giant robot moving through and the other things, but he's just like, Planeteers, now the pollution's gone, just get me into the light. The clean air, the sunlight will help here. They'll help remove the pollution from me. And this isn't going to be anything in particular role wise, but if anyone wanted to help in and to help him in this moment to step up for this.
Sounds like something like.
No, I think we're going for the same thing. Yeah, one of us goes for her under the arms, the other one grabs the legs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Here's the muscle of the team.
And with that, you get him right in front of the hole that he opened up to go clean out the lake before. And as you do, the planet icon on his chest that gotten darker, the more and more pollution he had been submerged in. But it's more than just the regular sunlight. It's like a direct, like guided beam of light from beyond the sun, who knows, hits him directly in the chest as the pollution purges from his system, the luster coming back to his blue skin. There's like a little, like a Power Rangers, like Magical Girl sequence of while he's like spinning around and the sparkles of the energy are just like flowing through him, and goes, "Oh yes, that's much better." And in the background, that same ethereal, "Go Planet!" And he's just like, I need a better pun.
First pun, best pun.
Yeah. It's like, you've been trapped inside here for so long, Tusk. I think it's time that you touched grass. And so then he flies through the suit, grabs him, and pulls him out the other side. You hear just like no, wait, no. And the shoes like pop off as he's like being pulled through the air. And, you look and see that there are lifts inside of them, actually.
I do it.
As he's flying through the air, you see he's flying through the air. I'm going to narrate what happens here because it's going to be harder for you all to see specifically what's going on, but it's a lot of Captain Planet being like, they're just like cleaning up the water around the surrounding area and just kind of like having it stick, like condense and stick on top of Tusk, almost as like he's being encased in all the muck that he's made around the area. And so using him basically as like a scrub daddy, like you're doing dishes or something, just cleaning up all the water in the area. He comes back and Tusk is completely just encased. Like everything but his face is encased in like a thick, like 5 or 6 inches of like thick muck from the surrounding areas. And he goes, "Wow, nothing like a hard day's work."
Tyler's going to pick up one of Tusk's shoes and throw it at him, and then look at Captain Planet and go, "Does he even lift, bro?"
Hey, that's very good.
He goes, well, Planeteers, my time here is ending. What should I do right now to make sure that we can finish this up the best once and for all?
I just want to make sure everybody's safe and happy, and that nobody can do this to the poor animals that live here again.
All right. And so he goes, I think I have just the thing for that. And with this newly cleaned water, you see that there's a rainbow that comes over the hole in the top of the data center from where he flew out. I'm gonna say that when he left the second time, he flew and broke a new hole through the ceiling just because like he can. So with that, there's like a rainbow that pours in through one of these holes, and then fresh water starts raining in. And then you notice that the sprinkler system comes on, and it is fresh water, and it's the sprinkler system everywhere. The entire place almost seems like it's being rained on, which is very bad for the computers that are across the entirety of this place. There's a sparking and there's a sparking, there's smoke coming out of a couple areas, and Captain Planet's like, and none of that, as he sets down Tusk, now fully entombed, and is collecting all the smoke from the shorting out computer systems and condensing it into one large ball of carbon just like set in front of him after everything shuts down, and goes, and that, my friends, with that, my friends, we finally know if robots dream of electric sheep. Tusk is like, let me out, let me out. That was the thing part. Let me out. And as he's like sitting there struggling against fate, he goes, all right, my friends, the time for me is now over. Remember, the power is yours. He flies out, and he just he flies out and he dissipates, and the light from the rings scatters, and then they all go back into your own.
That's fantastic. I think once it lands back in the rings, I say, see, the power is ours.
Power is ours.
Yeah. The adults keep saying that. That's why we're eco-terrorists.
You have to let me. I didn't do anything illegal.
Tracy, no. Tracy.
That's Tracy. That's Tusk. That's Tusk.
That's Tusk.
Oh,
yeah.
You let me out. I didn't do anything illegal.
Tracy was hearing us on the thing. Tusk, you didn't do anything illegal because the laws are not ethical the way that they should be. They are a threat, an expression of a monopoly of legitimate power, and they hold no sway here. You are not in a place of laws. You are in a place of heart. And in this place of heart, you are hollow. You have no power here. You are pathetic. You have no purpose. You take up space that would be better taken up by anyone or anything else. We don't want you here. You should go away. Get in a spaceship, go to one of these other planets, leave us alone.
I'm going to say that while he did say that he hadn't done anything illegal.
Oh, I'm sure he's done a ton of illegal stuff.
Yeah. That you all would definitely be able to find paperwork that he knew that sludge was being dumped into the local water supply and didn't care because waste disposal was more expensive.
A bunch of handwritten letters with his exact handwriting and filigree and personal seal, just
written to my dad on it, on acknowledging the potential impacts of the to the water supply, to the water system.
Well, he would have just ignored your dad because that's
exactly. The letter from my dad to him saying that, yeah,
and him just being like, then internal memos and things like, it's just too expensive. Just dump it into the lake. That's why we're right here anyway. And so the episode here would start to end with him being pulled away in handcuffs, being like, "No, I'll be out in 3 weeks, and there'll be 5 more data centers here, and you haven't heard the end of me. You haven't heard the last of me, Planeteers."
Why would you need 5 more?
Exactly.
The demand will skyrocket. You don't understand. What's the
I heard
I'm
you
not
haven't
getting-
made any money.
what's the
So
the
what is
AI
Rick
the
doesn't
appeal?
even work.
I'm not getting back here. This will always be a Space X Eric Tusk.
Space Z, you mean? Gotta keep it.
Oh no, it was XEX, without.
Oh, okay, that works.
Legally distinct.
Legally
That is the
distinct.
company,
Gotta
that
keep
is
things
correct.
legally distinct.
Something. This is one paradox where like the cheaper a resource becomes, the more exploited it is. I'm trying to think of what that is. Resource becomes AI paradox. The Jevons paradox. He goes, the Jevons paradox dictates that AI will be the future. The beware the basilisk. Beware the basilisk. As he's like getting pulled away.
It's not an info hazard because we don't believe in stupid things. Do you know what a basilisk
You know,
I mean the basilisk too. Roko's basilisk
Rocco's
being that.
basilisk. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
That's
So,
correct.
but he's being
I'm
pulled
just
away.
saying, Jules knows what it is and is like, I'm smarter than that. Thanks.
Mm. And so as he's being pulled away in handcuffs here, and you get the last little ping on the communicator from Tracy being like, "Hey, Planeteers, good job. Just remember, I don't know you. I didn't tell you to do any of that."
How are my geese?
I'm trying to get them to leave. They are not listening.
On the way.
they have a new place to live. Ross, do you feel okay with them going to their new place?
Yeah, I'd like to go see them before they go.
Mhm.
Ross saying like 1 foot out the door, ready to just start
Mhm.
hiking back to Tracy's. He's got to find his bike anyways.
Yeah, it was like, I'm cool with anywhere you put them as long as it's not my house or the library.
Oh, come on, Tracy.
There's a real part of Jules's heart that wants to have them go to the house and the library for like visits occasionally.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'll offer my mansion.
Well, I mean, I think there's also the restored area, right? From what
Yeah.
Captain
Yeah,
did.
all
All
of the pollution in the area was scrubbed up using Eric Tusk as a sponge to soak it all up and be surrounded, and he's literally encased in a mess of his own making.
Yes, that's beautiful.
Also, Tracy, when you do go to your bathroom, don't ask any questions about the family of otters that are in your tub.
You just like, you hear like he kind of left it on as he walked away. He's like, we were just regular eco terrorists. We fought a
They
couple
fell
of big.
asleep in the tub holding hands. It was too cute to move some.
You can't touch them. Actually, I think it's otters you can't touch. I might be wrong. It was like, you can't touch them. That's a crime. Oh, okay. Use the heart ring. Get him out of here.
So I am gonna do that if it's okay with Ross, because I don't want to step on like Ross's moment with the geese. Did you want to do anything else with the geese first?
I mean, yeah. Once he got there, he's gonna definitely just be cooing and gawing with all of them, and making sure that everyone is going to, be safe and reassuring them that we're going to a good place. And he's gonna empty all of the bread out of his backpack into Tracy's yard.
You start attract all the geese are there, and other birds start pulling up, and it really just kind of is like he's calling his landlord.
It's a
He's
bird
calling his
sanctuary.
landlord at the moment, and he's just like, I can't help what happened tonight. You can't bill me for what was I supposed to do when 200 geese showed up and all broke in through the windows? This is an act of God.
Is it Augusta's parents though that Tracy's calling? Is that the landlord situation?
You know what? I think we talked around something like that, but like even if it was to be like, hey, I know what the lease says, I can't control this.
I think once that's all settled in and the geese and other assorted birds have had their fill and clearly established in whatever bird ways are involved in establishing this, that this is now their territory. It is their bird sanctuary to which they will be returning as needed seasonally in the ways that are appropriate for their customs and people. I will use the heart ring at that point to say, hey, friends, your home is restored to you. We are so sorry that some of our other human folk did this to you. We're doing everything we can to make sure that they can't do it again. So please know that we are deeply apologetic. We respect you. We're grateful for you, and you are welcome to go home whenever you'd like. No rush. This is your second home. It is entirely okay for you to take as much time here as you need. But when you're ready, you can go over to your primary home, which is all yours. We will not be trespassing on it.
They can drive a goose train through the data center now. It's fine.
Tracy being like, I can understand all the things you said. Tell them this is not their second home.
Third home,
is.
then?
Tracy, you've been away from the heart ring for too long. You gotta know, like, it's better that they're here. It's gonna enrich your life. Tracy, you're alone too much of the time. I worry about you.
I have a roommate.
Yeah, but all your friends who used to be, in this with you have moved on. They've had families. They've got new exciting lives, and you're here with us, which we're really grateful for. But Tracy, you deserve to have a life. A life with birds.
A life of caretaking to 200 geese. And so as we pull away from a very frustrated Tracy who has no ability but to accept this, how are we closing out this Saturday night for the five of you? You're very productive. You did all this in one day.
Yeah.
Is this
like a regular mission day for us? Like, we
absolutely
get done in one day. Beautiful. I think Jules, wants to check in with Tyler. Be like, I don't feel like we really got to get our whole like Saturday ritual going with the movie properly today, with the whole thing that happened with the drinks. Do you want to go back and see if like they've got the drink stuff sorted, and maybe we could catch like an evening show?
Yeah, I think there's a monster movie marathon on this evening. If you fancy that.
I'm open to monster movies. I know we're a little more spaghetti western, but monster movies can be fun. Honestly, as long as you're excited about it, I'm excited about it.
That's what I love about you, dude. Like, you just always got my back.
Yeah, for sure. Why not? You're fun to hang out with. It's a win-win. Yeah.
I mean, if you nerds want to come too, you can.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't trying to be rude. It's not like exclusive for us. Everybody want to come watch a monster movie tonight?
I'll come.
I would love to see a monster movie.
It's gonna depend on what time. I have a group that's breaking into SeaWorld.
Okay,
that sounds fun too.
We can pick. Are you breaking into SeaWorld at like 10:30? Are you waiting till like midnight?
It was definitely going to be more like a 2 a.m. situation. So I can do a monster movie.
I'm in.
Well, then we can join you on that too. That is like
hey,
like it's not difficult.
Awesome.
Hey, I would like for you to not plan acts of crime and terrorism on my property, please.
We didn't plan it here. I planned it on Facebook.
Yeah.
I love the idea that it's just like your profile set to public. It's on your wall. You're not even like in a Facebook group or space.
No, it is just straight up like
you set up in an event. Mm-hmm. Anyone can join if they really want to.
Even if they really want to, yeah.
Don't worry, we made you a moderator, Tracy.
For breaking into Ocean World.
Yes.
Tracy, would you say your pool is orca-sized, just out of interest?
It is an Olympic-sized swimming pool, yeah?
I'm going to
I only have these 3 pools and there's 4 orcas.
I think that between the earth, I'm not an expert in your rings, but I think that between the earth powers and the water powers, we can always make the pool orca sized here,
Yeah.
right?
Let's do
Um,
this.
yeah, this is a great plan. Tracy, we love you so much. Thank you for totally supporting us in everything that we do, giving us the inspiration for this plan, teaching us all the skills that we utilize as eco terrorists, which you brought us on and taught us how to be. Um, and we are going to repay that to you every day for the rest of our lives by making sure you are never alone. There will always be birds and orcas in your home and in your heart.
So he's just like sitting, just like he's going to actually walk forward to you. He's going to put a hand on your shoulder and he's going to go, I want you to remember this moment when you are the one helping out the next generation of Planeteers.
I,
And
you see dawning recognition, and Jules is like, "That sounds great."
and that's going to be where we leave off. You all had a fantastic night at the movies and committed just a few more acts of ecological terror, like on the regular, actually, because this will be your every weekend from now until you feel like it's time to move on. And that's the end of our game. So let's go in reverse. Ruff, tell us who you were and where to find you.
Hello, I'm Ruff. I was playing the future Baroness Augusta von Zugstein, and you can find me basically everywhere on the internet at Ruffian FGC. I will also be making an appearance on the Logomancy Media channel this upcoming Monday for an Aw Dang Mothman Won't Move Out of My House game. And that's all I got going on in immediacy.
All right, now on the jazz.
Hi, I'm Jasmine, Jazzy, Jazz. I'm very open to nicknames. I was playing Victoria, heir to the Canadian Hydroelectric, and so I'm actually so far. I don't think I'm currently in anything coming up, but I am Jazz Miner 910 on like anywhere you get your socials on the rare occasion where I post any socials. So yeah.
All right, and that leads us to Mike. Oh, sorry, I skipped. I'm sorry, I skipped over Danny in that I had the order in my head backwards. Danny.
No stress at all. Hi, everybody. I'm Danny, he, him, Danny R. Mendoza. Everywhere internet is found. You just put Danny R. Mendoza into a search bar, and I'm there. The Blue Sky is a good place to find me. I have been Jules Romero, who is he, they, and who's just had the best day. So happy with how everything turned out. Wonderful day with his friends. Tracy's no longer alone. It's a great time. I
Tracy.
Easiest way, because I'm in a ton of different stuff and I don't want to take up a lot of time right now, is to follow me on socials to see all the things that I'm on. The short of it is I'm doing a lot of stuff here on Nerds with Dice. I am in our Walking Dead show. I'm in our Vesson show. I am running as a part of a multi-channel project called Rocket Club, a multi-stage anthology, a four session game that has just started airing recently of Rocket Club by M. Hubbard, which is currently in open play testing through Evil Hat, which is publishing the game. If you want to check out the game for free, you go to evilhat.com/rocket-club. And you can just sign up and get a 172-page PDF with supporting materials for free. Only thing that we ask in return is please put in any feedback that you have. So this already amazing game can be even better by the time it publishes. I'm doing that, as I mentioned, on 3 other channels as well. So alongside Nerds with Dice, Pocket Dragon Pub, Pantsless Tables, and Streaming Rainbow, where I'm a member of the staff, all have different Rocket Club games going that I'm running in throughout the months of April and May. At the end of which we're going to be doing a big cross-channel collaboration in the form of a panel discussion. It's going to be on all 4 channels at once, and then on VOD on all 4 channels afterwards. So come check that out. I'm running a bunch of stuff for Pride. I'm running a bunch of before Pride. fundraising games. So for today, most immediately, right after this, actually, I'm going to have the first episode of not a fundraiser, but of a D&D series that I'm in called Road to Wrestle Deep on Creative Disarray. So if you want to watch me play Dude Kind, you can see that in under an hour. We're going live in like an hour or so. But then tomorrow, I'm running Eat the Reich, and then I'm running Voidheart Symphony's Quick Start Kill or Cure, both to benefit Trans Lifeline, which was started benefiting yesterday with a game of Eat the Reich. Next month, we're going to be doing stuff. This is all in conjunction with Charity TTRPG, and it's on Many Faced Plays and Queers and Spears. Next month, we're going to be raising money for Doctors Without Borders with a focus on Palestinian aid, playing Rebel Scum and Misspent Youth and Pasión de las Pasiones. I'm also raising money this month as part of Vixie's birthday bash on Pocket Dragon Pub for the World Wildlife Fund. We did that with Pasión de las Pasiones before. I'm going to be in a Season's Oath Wanderhome game run by Okami on the 24th. And on the 28th, going to be raising money playing Daggerheart in a game I run. Bunch of other stuff, if you can believe it. So just follow me on socials and you'll see more.
All right, and now Mike.
Hey, I have been Tyler Campbell. I remain Mike. You can find me on Blue Sky at Run Like Craig, on Instagram at Run Like Craig 1979 because I am old, and also because I'm old. I have like 3 photos on Instagram because I'm old. I don't know what to do with Instagram, but there's stuff on there. You can also find me over at Pantsless Tables every other Friday-ish, scheduling allowing, playing in their long-standing D&D campaign Dark Quarters. You'll also soon be able to find me on Pantsless Tables on the other Fridays, along with the wonderful Danny. I will be running a Walking Dead game that I've written, a little mini-series set in the French Riviera, which is going to be very exciting. And yeah, I'm in a few things here and there, but like they either haven't aired yet or they're on hiatus, other than the Panzer's Table stuff. So that's the best place to see me just be a menace. But I was out menace today, and I feel like I've met my match in y'all. So yeah, I've got to up my game for next time.
All right, bring us home, Irv.
Hey, I'm Irvy Fitz, pronouns they, them. I'm here for a good time and a long time, and I've been Ross Brandt for you today. For anyone out there who might be a total goose head like I am, Ross and Brandt are also both goose types. Anyway, you can find me across the internet as Irvy Fitz. I'm the only one out there. Trust me, I have Googled. If I am not on Nerds with Dice, I'm over on Pantsless Table, similarly to Mike and Danny. I'm doing a lot of stuff throughout Pride. However, if you're really wanting to come hang out with me, I am a professional GM on Start Playing. That's where I end up running most of my games. Otherwise, I am over producing and doing things on my channel, The Rollers Joint. I'm actually going to give out a fun little sneak peek spoiler. Our monthly City of Mist game is actually starting a bi-weekly schedule coming in May. So we're super excited to get that going. And also plenty of Blood on the Clock Tower for anybody who ever wants to come play. But that's me. That's what I'm here for. Follow me on socials if you want to hear more about Pride later.
And finally, I'm Crimson Soul. I've been your GM. You can catch me on Blue Sky at crimsonsoul.bluesky.social. Whenever the site works, yesterday was pretty rough for it. And you can catch me on twitch.tv/crimsonsoul_. I am in 3 shows a week normally. I have a Thirsty Sword Lesbian Cyberpunk game on Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern on TTV/Valdrianth. On Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm on Stat Monkey Presents playing Rotted Capes, which is a superhero zombie apocalypse story. And on Thursdays, I'm right back here on Pants Tables on Nerds with Dice, playing in a Veston campaign at also 8 p.m. Eastern. So plenty of places to catch me online. I hope to see you all there. This has been Operation G.R.O.K, generating revenue openly kills, our Captain Planet Kids on Bikes hack, and take care. Have a great day. Preemptively, happy Earth Day. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.